Siafo ma munyina haya mamwa kwaba edeba me mainti so a higher needs 100.9 FM. Asedaka siankomo bibia ye mo bibia ha wo kwan so nko so. Ye do asesa wo de wafidie no ato need 100.9 FM so enawie. Ye kanfo ama akaka wo se ne eye brada December bosom de ato so edunai. Say aka na fo ama akomako edun so yi nefri mu aka 17 days na ye de afi ekwa wie ye. Afi 2021. I why na kan say ebeto yempo abepem sabre eyadum bi na abradom so ye hwemo pa de anagisa afi 2021 no ye kind of percentage wise ya ye dimu 95.34%.
Them say you know fit jump.
They are completing 95.34%.
Them say we know fit.
Eti obi beka say akapu na bro na chese ye kokora. Eti na watwe miensa kusu na afi 2021 ye dia wie na ye dia ho keka ene wo shoba sonko ekowura afi 2022 mo eno so nhihye pa bebre ene obo ade ewo de maye ene etie bia ebi be firi mu ebi be ka na chese ye kwa na ye ko na ye wugum na chese ye funtuma fra na ye di mu efusane sa na ye ko na ye ba e kan fo amoate ase se aniema bia emu odin a wo befam se de be ya wo betimi abobra papa wani beda ho na esabe asobrache sunsum afiri woso na watimi abobra ne yie no ahode a wodi behyem no ya na emre se wanya hwe no wajeja ho na niema agensam na fe na wo san bu nkompo ahwewachi atretene niema eya saa ehonom no ahode a wodi hyem no eya na ahode na edoso pa na no so no wote breka sie pa ewo mu nipa bi ewo ya bra bomu ahwe wo agenda wo set nyina ene se wo ade a wo de asi woni so opesa wo ye no mbebu ato agu ye woni pa bi wo ho saa agenda wo de asi wo vision ekita wo se ebia wo pem akwanim wo pesa wo nante kodru saa po we ho bibie ne ho no mo abema sanka wakwa mu ye woni pa bi wo ho so wo so de be ye o agenda se wo mama wo nu saa po ne ho kwan bi o befa so wo bebu abam wo mbemu asan wo mbemu abraguo no wo mo ebefa so nanso na wie me ka show nkran se emma wo mo kwan enchehwi mu nkire obi a o woni obi ani nchirechiremu bia woni obi ani nkomodie woni obi ani kasasie bia once wodi wani asi ade a wo ye so ade a me ye eyade trene memfom obi a menti a obi a nan so eyade papa emfa so papa ne befiri so aba abeboa nipa da sene no odo me kan foma tene so kokọ wanim konkoden ekọ wanim wo ye da wutwemu ne betere ye pe bebre ente wase wo ka se wo kiremu a wo be kasa enso wo pim na koma se enya ade a wo beto wase no wo ye den onte wase da biara da enti benu ye nipa bi ne matetete sa na ya hawo ho ewo wo mo ho ema wo bon hawo kura ewo saafo no na mom na ade ba ko ese wo hunu ne se otwedi aponyankro pon wodi bibi pa na adua wo mu no wonim wakoma mu eno ne ade a ehia nkasa pa ena nipa tete sa no wo mbo niema patugu wo ku anim ane ya twosan dese niema bi a ebe ye osi akwam be gugu akwan mu a ebe mo abra ansana wo hunu saafo no a mesrew twe ho efiri wo ho ate twe ho efiri wo ho eni wo achi na ha wo eni wo achi na nsei wakoma ewie me mo akwa basonko edeba me manti eso production crew ayakrado Joe Damia Dumak Jero Sajma Frema Abankro da na ya safo wo nyina ena akabomu a wo mo time echi abomuchi dom na medi dwumadi abremu nti free sabre ko se no nan ebebo me ne mo ena etena se ewie yi ewo me manti so needs 100.9 FM yen WhatsApp line no ya activate se sia the social media no wo share yen live ye twagu ewo Facebook yen needs 100.9 FM live and afi wo YouTube so despite media ye WhatsApp line no 0503721744 0503721744 no comments ne messages bia opese wo de ba no eya me honte nya sabre na wo bedi atema betwa dapa ne ho kra se bro nye ba wie mu aye hye nipa mu aso aye hye hwe cat eye fence open no na esi nipa no papa no se wo pen na si grofo pocket o esi grofo botom enti no me nua nya fe na abaye ya ba ma obi abenya tipaye mesrew go straight to the point. Let's stay to wasam simple straightforward na yenko yen enimidi de MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO betimi afrɛ me biamzi 1 woman gada MAAME soja BIAMAH brofo de ne nyina afrɛ me a me bu mfu da meje o so dodo Mene ene dwumadi ko sise no nan ebebo no nan bo pepepa me nua ola Michael Babeji akonwa na wagye tata edie akofie metwa me hotel me ba pepepa ne kana wu no ye ne two sections ni nyina road safety ho da ubo ye bo da ro efa kwan so kosakoso ye ankase atena se ehunu se accident ku nipa di nipa wu covid ba ye nyina wo bi adwane we kona max se obinum kwa ehye mienu ne miensa boso enso sa ni brane ahokeka ye de ko covid ho no sanke ye de sa ekọ road safety ho da ubomu a anka megiri ye se akra bebre ankomo da so etiase eti ene ye bedi se na ye bana da bia ye no ye bedi road safety ho enkomo na ye wie first part na yakọ second part no eso enti twen me enko ba bia because obi afro car obi atimi nante kwa ho wan kofa kwa ho a wo ba befa kwa ho wati ase wukuru befa kwa ho ye befa kwa ho wan jese Ghana obi afro car ene obi ho no mo aman de me to ade wa haba se sia o obeti ase se wukunu anase wo yere wanya accident wawu anase bia wo ba ka abon pawu wawu enti efa wo bia ho eyo bia so de enti enya fidie ne firi hakra se asema ye beka ye be politics no but niema bi wo ho so a edi ewu edi enya wo se etimi fikire nim na ye ka ho asem enti twen metawu me ba se sia me ba pepa na chese ye de kanawu ebrewa enesa Wati ase an kana wu nansamfo ye de ye nka wu ye ka tena se ye benya nkwada because ye ye ho aduro wo ka nokora da bia wanim sese wakoma mfita kama ye nka wu ye ka enyankwa ye ka na nyankopon asa de fidodo aka ye mfie ho because oman ne niam bebromu a asai apro ite wo se etimi fikire ni na ye ka awie ide boko esa ye kana wuna part 1 and 2 nti na ne yanshada amobo voices bebre no it ye go straight to the point here are Rex for the J Frimpong or your special assistant edema Okankwe North municipal chief executive honorable boy lai or your special assistant nti baba be kan ho e ha say here are Rexford J Frimpong eja mahan
yeah
akwa abanso so Okankwe North what is saying
can't quit enough. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yamiadum. You want to fear a bit prince. Yeah,
there are dear say. And you're not quite a Ishmael na. On also, yeah, Achimota, new terminal, woman welfare treasurer, into one dear cash, dear boy, said no papa. Ishmael. Akwaba.
Yeah.
Na a new terminal hono what to say?
I
said you can't say my hobby no.
Enya but ya best musa.
Oh sa mu program sa. Yesu ban yi. Yo ya da mase say adwai mo abeka ye ho e wa ha say. Na ye nya ntie se me sha se free era J Frimpong so. Ye nya ntie se Okankwe North for mo sha se a serious campaign on road safety. E dia poten e koso bia nature.
Yo, me da say mo san kwanya yi. Emi a kirekire niam mu say de tutu won say obi an say Okankwe North a hub a business a center point obi a cross say uko west uko east ho na obi a fa. Entino eno attract a lot of jedifo. Eno attract a lot of traffic so. Na ye main ceremonial rules the main ones in ya crisscross ho. Entino balancing the issue of say kwan be dem akọ. Now be to me akwaba one year di dwaso ni omo aye commuters so benya ho no a lot of planning thing as one hihye ni year na amana agensam ye hunu say issue of accidents especially omo ka knock won pa no the statistics is very very bad
ka bo won mo
enyagro
wow
it's almost a daily basis nanka ye ni police commander na eba but no say oba bebrem statistics no ya ewo assembly dey a daily issue a dey bia ewo so ku ahomachen anopa wiya ya pa ne se obon say overpass ya se pe anka obetumi afa so no afa se na ka abo no wewu ho a
asoden
nia ya ne se onya kwan po na be ka kire obi no nso dia yesu ehu no wewu ode kɔ azu yesu ni nyina onya wo mu no amwa yen nti no hihye ye se de be ya some of these issues nyina be a thing of the past see ya no ye hisi ye nyina ye nhihye ye ni all the stakeholders ehia okay drivers unions bus operators any petty traders nyina petty traders no ya bomodin aye bebre into groups na ebe ya ebetumi identify won yomo edi enkita especially omo ya pimba ka akwan no so e free la pass wo nyina edi bebre edi nkomo nanka bebre stress o mumie nwo enim ho kakra free e bronya ewia ne ye kodasi na bronya be wi na mwawu a na ho anom na edi we medi dwa enti no ya ye nhyehyeye ye ni omo kan wi nyina no ehwe driver fo nyina so suni niam nyina no plans aye wo kwan mu ne afa ntu dwa sesi ani si ye twa na si a emwa enti immediately the share so say ye be ye special sales bonanza ewo news station ho na omo ewo kwan so nyina no mehie mu ha sesi ani drivers nyina aka ye ba ba enforce say obi anyina kwan no ho biom ensi passengers emfa passengers biom say de be ye kan ko bo bia e sha se free abofu overhead no so omo a be gina ho esi nipa wo ho esan so across kwan e friend J walk ni nyina no ye be put a stop rate
and you say na just say ya bofu bus stop we ya wo dey example no enye honko I know
na enye da bi and na me ka na edi kan oba la pass at the same thing oba Achimota old station na den so plaza enim ho any ayalalo station obia nsibium obia emfa passengers wo bium
ito mbekwa he
obekọ news station o free nsawam sa ba oduru a obefurusuru ho interchange so de obekọ straight to the news station usi passengers we a no asan aba buses nyina akwankyira ewo ho ma won no
usi passengers we a no asan aba fa he ana obelodu a news station wa
usi passengers we a say most of the buses no go cycle ana so okwa akra passengers no wo si enti no say wo enye say oba fa passengers wo si kekede a wo si won we a no ato aso say ne be ya nipa no ho be safe a whole news station no ye wo cars e call every destination of Ghana ha
wow
big buses in bikura lodu ho small trotro nyina wo ho wo ko tema wo ko taifa wo ko ba bia de wo ho indi ye exchange center wo di nipa ne ba no no so efa ko ba bi e ho fa over 3,000 cars omo sha say na di over 3,000 indi no just say obo was say 200 indi just say kwan ne demu kekra yes bie mu kase kra ko akira ka enti no there is provision for hospitals, there were police station wo ho, janabia nyina wo ho, there were CCTV cameras wo ho, there were 24/7 security any lights nyina so wo ho. Wow. Also nyina ye paved.
Na ade ye na foforo ade na ba ye nti a mo assembly no mo afa me ho anyim amma omanfo na ni anka mi konka ban na anka ne ye ho age. Na afi na
omo shase no na ekoyie sa me na nokura ni so kan kwen na assembly ye nyante
oh okay
enti ye beto so say aginsam ni yesterday issue ni ehunu say omo shase no na station drivers they work on over 1,600 now so no kodu ba bi obi wo metwen bedu mi so ne me kwa cross mo ko gina kwan no ho an ko fa nipa wo ho a baas ne bi so hwe me fa ha no ne me gina obi anhwe metumi eyi nipa egu ha na me fa ho ko enti sa cutting corners no ne be ya mo ho be ya attractive nti ne o station ne me so me nya ya me so me ko bi there was taxi unions move the whole union to the road because ha no more lucrative thing ha me gira kwan ho police ni chemi a nya de bia no be nya chemi nanso still no me nya ho de akọ
meba niamo enforcement mo de be ye adwuma se de be ya nkofo konno na wo mo emme park ho na se melodu e ho mamra Ishmael so na Ishmael because assembly no any new terminal ho no collaborating na mo so mo de mo ho ahyem se de be ya ade no beba so na e ho na ye vibrant amamo
pe fisa ebra e wo kwan ho ye adwuma pa nso traffic nti na eyi ye ko ho ese ade akọ obi adwane akọ ho na ye wo ho adwuma mma e ba akọ kira sa ye nya passengers mfa enti adwuma mo de ba ye ho se adwempa se so eta omo achi se so eta omo achi na nye sa ade se na be obi abewra ho na ye ba gos buta de si ho no se kwan no ndem na traffic nchi obi a enu nti na eta omo achi no
na wo hwe se se ya drivers be se na they say no ma car station ho no
nso kakra bi pe wo ba ho e mobo wo ba ho e mobo mi se e mobo ye be twa bobo kra ho yesu e be twa bobo wo hwe se ne da na e be bobo kra
aba ho be price also abefa ka e wo ho no mo e ho ye kama pa yo na ma memra yemra Jeffrey Paul eso te say mo pia cast ni nyina ufiri hen ba se obi besi o new station ko ade a e wo se o ka no branch na ekokosi nipa no ansa na ba bia befa no wa fa ko anya bia money drivers no aye meetings ni ade a wo mo ate ase sa wo mo bo adwo sa se wo mo be ne sa ama wo
yo ni edi kan omo a ewo ahe na trotro ni niam de omo nye identified as a floating voters the floating
drivers no
omo ni na emu kike mo du kwan so baby an wagina ho de police phone ni be dili untumi nyina baby a na a main stations are STC VIP OA ni we ni nyina any omo ahia over the years ye plan ya dey craft for 2020 ho and na covid ba ye toning down some of the movements you know as I see nipa start airborne dumping no and the rate of accidents and it say casualties airborne kwan so no enya ade betumi atwentwen so biom enti no ye di niam no a ya hyehyɛ de da no nyina na hyehyɛ di to akwam enti no all those main buses nyina no edi kan no mo ehia no ye twe omo adwen agina so ya ma we ya letters say ade na ye kan no a mo nyina pene so no ebi mo di suggestions by o mo nye ne say mo nye arrangement say ye call inside the toll ticket ne ntwe ne say aha ne free we yimpa all those ones in ya comply with those ones then ye be ya ohun be hin han won enti no obi ani excuse biom say o ebia bibi a kire no so ni aka pane ye de wuro a beboa emma omo free ebia sirem ofri kumase no ho afi na oba nkran enti no no nim say eni say migina ha enti the signboards ACC ho say ye nyina ha biom actually na dey so plaza impo the bullocks e ba bisi ho a block ho untumi enyina ho then ye be ya obehunu signboard no so be gina so a direct say o ko new station obetumi eyi nipa wo ho free a ye nya ohwe kwan so wo ho nipa no so be safe ope taxi o ope uber ope bien obenya ni nyina wo ho e de akode o se okọ
de se de wo kan ni de o eya ma so de dan so me kan na mo ate ase se ye nya o ya so de
no kre
enti apart from say police for de wo ho jim no assembly no more tax force a wo so do wo ho ba jim
ya special tax force
se mo ni anya den ya mo boa
no kre then e wo kan ye so pa once ya tribe ye niam bi e value evaluate situation no ehunu niam nketenketi be boa ye ni union fo no any assembly task force any police any a very big team on be wo abofu top ho on be wo all station ho on be wo down ho nyina eni mani mo aya de on pampam wo na ye wie bro nya ipe ye wo Jesus wie pe ene de ye be chew ene de ye de wo ya arrangement a sport fine
ye di bro nya wie a
eno de so mu de wo se ye de wo amepam
okay
se ye de wurubo ye de kire enti no wo amu no ya pam wa ya ko kire obi se wo yo na say next time by first you know go gina on ye chew de ene de straight to court we court asem
okay
we intend to make it a very serious deterrent enti no ya share that form task force ya starting nyina egu hode da ya mo special t-shirt bibia nti dru so a ya kan mo so egu mu na M1 no so no emma na eton ade odwa kwan ho no ya kan mo nyina be good news station ho sesi a make
sesi ma create baby a mo beton ade o se
ni sesi a na nkura ye o che no me sha ase ye Xmas bonanza no
okay
nti ehu hia se obegina kwan so bio wo pe baby edidwa pa anya wano aduane a bedwa bi na woton a kwan wo ho obi anene nko a otumi kɔ hɔ ye the announcement van call round a catch o munyina nti be to oloro kwan so na ye kyewa e kire se ye ma baabi na wonka no kra ni se over 500 people go see am e be omo call through registration process omo gi shared allocations a ye de ama won enti no bia benya baabi ye wi a omo a e bi after the incident we no bonanza no na I say keep on wo so a to support the station no so no eno so no ya yen hihye ya e ba be ye no
we no da be na mo shase ya na mo shase ya dada
ochina no pa be registration ya shase chase nra enti no by na be wi registration process nyina obi a nya ne share the space a obetumi aton na ade kakra enti no passengers be si ho nyina no ade na wo pa to kwan ho no ebi wo ha wo to ade okwan ho no ade na obese oton kwan ho no akwanya wo ho obetumi aton sa ade no so pepepe enti no eno so e wo ho ya yesa we ni nyina se ne be ye ka obi a ye ka no afa baabi no mo ka se na o mi nko he na mi nya baabi anto ade ne nkwara ni di ye enne ye kire wo se aha ye nyi hwe o wo ba beton ade wa ya nyi hwe free registration assembly di ama wo se for bro nya di ama bonanza for the next 3 weeks beton ade free de wie a one more say she won ho a omo be di dwa ama station no so aye warm up no to serve the customers na be si wo ho no so ye be provision ama nyina enti sa hye nyina ya ye ne ehie titire pa na ye driver for no once adwadi for no driver for akiri driver for taxi for so yo mo di buses na akiri bus be gina se so mi gina ho na o si amanya bi afa enti no ye di kan aso buses no mpa enti omo nyina di kan ba na kire se taxi for di wo machi a passengers nyina so be wie ha enyo obi ya ka se nyina kwa ho nton ade wo be ba ha abeton wa ade
it apart from new terminal hey no hefa biem na mo san hwe
new terminal no ye ha
ka se La Paz
no ye ka mo afiri ho
opa mo afiri ho
yes ye pa mo afiri road no so omo e road won say ya ye provision ma ebinim wo akire a mo stores na enim eno de se ne de omo wo ba biti na omo agire lorry kwan no mu ton no ye ne de ye nya wo because ka bo wo omo nso nti no obi a o twa kwan mo nim ohun so obi gina ono so e fa ho atwa kwan no so ka bo no enti no ye pese omo be gina ho aton ade kra enti na no na ye nhihye a egu akwan mu sisi a enti no ho de bibe bo ho omo e wo mo stores omo wo far away from the road
stores dada
omo so o ya mo location na far away from the road omo ni ru kwan no so na omo a be gina kwan finfini eni be bia parking spot a
omo e ton force te say ni boy man ho no
ho no junction no so a omo de be gu kwan so ye bondo window no bra be bo ha
munyina mu yo ba new station
omunyina ma akwanya wo akwanya so ba ho nti se wo pe na wo ba ye ma mo ba bi
ene ho so pa to accommodate all these
oh bet you take there 5,000 people nti no also cry wo ba bi kura wo kire a
wetimi aye expansion
ye expansion ye pia we na free ho ni ma na akọ enti no ye pe se ho no ye the main hub wo be sinipo wo be ton ade o no ba ni kura ni se omo e ton ade o La Paz nyo omo ye kwantufuo odu ho no ye ni aso be san come market bi hu nti bibi kakra bi opa ato no ato no ho enu na ama abaye dwa ama na abaye sa no enti se ha na ye esi no na ho no so bibi a obeto bia wo ho a gidie se obepese obeba ho mpo abasi ho no ye secure ka bia mo no risk factor wie so a ka odi ko ba bi opa bia so ho
Ishma ma memra so na ye fa ye nkomo no emra awieye to a driver fofo ka bibi kire wo mo wa wunuanom ene
de be kan kire me nuanom driver for no say yesre buta de see new terminal na yente na esiye nti ye nyina ye mbremo wo ba ba si obi a ye nje usika na so ye adwuma ho a ye fa nkrofo kon ye na ye atwa ticket nti yesre mo enkwa no hia sesi ano omo aka ba onka ye ne refi yesi achiwa ye 1000 cedis 1000 cedis enjes kagitwa ukofa wo wanya ukodem enti enya ade a ya agro ade ye nyina de omo trans no omo ajatum task force ne ka ho bi ya form nkrofo ye ka omo formally no task force no ya na ye peska no sesi a MC no say omo okakon of bet omo ka and that means enya wu sika na ye ji wu no nti na ye chi wu dabi ye chi wu sina bia bia wo won say enya na bra ba bi pa be ye adwuma na wo nto nti ye sra omo sika pa ye den men konko jao ma ye nchiu because say omo aka ye chi wa ye mpefo ye ndi wachi dabi e ma ye nya chi wa men frɛ because ya kan aksan kan say say be edu no obi ambomodi no mbra na ye mbua na enye yie na nya de
no enye vibrant yo Mr. Jeffrey Paul won some twato
yo mesre Ghana fo nyina estitire passenger fo se obi di we esi kwan so a wo kwan na da sene mu kire ne se wo ho kwan se odi obesi wo station ensi no mane nsi wo loro kwan no mu na wo si form na bibi ye wo bus no betu agyawo drivers no so yesre mu ye nuanom ye namfofo ye busuafo o ebia wo si obi wo kwan mu obi bedi akire ono ba be si wo ba so wo kwan mu na ebia esan akoto no na wo jai no so jai a na uba no so esan ankoto no nipa dodo a ehu to achima wo kwan no so no edoso more than one each day dodo no so ne ewuo ba ku pe na wonyam hudidi mo ebia betwa ne nan na ne aka dodo no a
ye twa wonan kra ye easy
ai na say no so wenya otire didi mo na so no dodo no ade omoto na eye ya pa especially ade ba ko mpese me twa to no say it is the economic cost to the country is so huge. Obi be di traffic move for 2 hours. They say ya bua ve 2,000 cars are no free poko ase dey ba na block one because we see obi wo kwan no ho. Na say ne be a omo so be nya passengers nti na trotro for no on to genja so be 2-3. Na 4 lanes aka ba akopɛ. Nti na the whole pile up no wo ho because of no one city nti no obi gina ho she over 2 gallons of fuel. Those big cars no na o she no kwa because we air fa ni passenger nti no It is not fair. It is also costing you now. But you memono. Because we spend almost 1 hour plus our traffic mo. Ning na wo sai subanya ye da ne die ntino. Ntenye se edi nipa dem keke. Koso ye nyina so. Ntimi sre mum ye nyina ehunu ne sa na mum nyina mu especially say radio stations yi ene mo programs mu mum ye mo de wuro no. Ne nkyere nipa se ye ntumi ngi nipa nkwa. Na special bonanza edi amane se wo ton ade ba bia wo to me ba new terminal. Benya baby register. And so na woton free bonto for this Xmas nyina Naija also nya kakra e de kohwe ma ofie
yo era Jeffrey Mpoye bedo ase woni Ishmael na empanyimfo a yenya wo mo efree Okan Queen North District Assembly as a municipal assembly ho e na wie ye no wo edi nkomo wo mo so boa de ubofa ekwan so kosekose ho e na oti bi no oti a na de bi atuti mu kofi a na wakabi e de ache onua driver ni say the drivers mu nyina yi o na ye ba mo ba ye wo bronya mu ankasa no bronya so de nya dru say no abeka hwi pan ow if you ni abeka cho se car bo ba ayam hye na ho metie mumie nyina enhwe ye ho suye ye me ni enna ho na ye mo ye ho ene ye nkwa eban Ebayinfo ya no omudi nkomo ise medical kadada wo mo efree Okan Queen North Municipal Assembly ho eno mo free buy a wo mo so do ho agye mo den say the Achimota new terminal ho no mo modern say drivers mo beko ho wo ye passenger wo kosi besi e ho no mo na ate bus mu a eno ane say Okache driver Achimota new terminal ho wo mu obe frosoro ho na wakwa akosiu ansa na waba besen akoba bia oko sa pepepe e na boye no unim na ye trotro wa afo no kwanchen fo no obo bone pa bo hu ansa prosi for josi upa chi pa o mu so mu a say sa wa ye no ya je ye de be kwa charge wo ye de be kwa charge wo be kwa court ndi sa da no sales a wa ye no court be charge ahwe ade bi kura be ka ho na watua edidi mra ne hyehyɛ ye so ye se pese o man mu ete ye twa traffic so ne ho nkro ne ba enso ye mpese ye bedi hyehyɛ ye so ye ni so na emwaye Sabre ye sambo hwi na yakose ne a da bia brada bia de bremo no kwaso kose ho da ubo ye ne National Road Safety Authority for ye no mo e ba bedi enkomo e de afa afin so bro nyen enhwehwe ya hodo mo de agu akwan mu a ye de bo dawuro e de asi enkwanhia ano se de be ya enkwanhia bebre no eso ebete eti yeguso a epuso ahoma na hwese ensa ebeka opanyin kase on e kwankyerefo e da education and planning ano e wo National Road Safety Authority Yerad Engineer David Osafo Adonten yerese yesa betimi aka na yene no edi enkomo ehyiranka nyame yesa ka Yera Adonten ya yene no edi enkomo engineer papa ewie ye mo ha o
Maame BIAMAH meje oso pa siapa
afin kometo ye mfie so na bibia bokode
obo ade adaruma ye na so ba
yo ye de rade ase we de ye bone tewe bre no ekọ ne nim a na sesei National Road Safety Authority wa hyase a mo bodawuro ene ade eti yenhwe sesei areas ben na moto na mo akọ na mo kọ yen so no response no na etesen
oh maame BIAMAH me da mo ase na bronya mu ne we ehun prama no bo yansi ama ye homre so ye bo adwuma e o ka say ye ninam yae bebre ayi be hia nipa ka ensempa ni bi akere no ye dika me na media fo ase despite peace for ani okay for ani mo maame BIAMAH wo kra wo dikan na ye demonstrate se mo ade atom na mo boa yen na ye free media chi a transport operators so ade atom pa me ne wo ka say yani nam lorry station bia nipa etupan afa ho yani mpanifo akasa yani driver fo akasa obia de atom se ye kɔ yani media wɔn ntentre wɔn sa bia mu mfa nkɔ abaifo so wɔn ntentre wɔn sa mfa nkɔ honhom bɔne biara wɔn no wɔka bi hyem wɔn no wɔka mogya gu bi emom wɔn betie yɛn na wasopam wɔn ayi supampa bi speed dodoɔ no wɔn bɛte so abe wɔn bɛhu sɛ nipa na sika anum na nipa nkwa hu yɛnte no enkomodi a yɛne mu di no ekoyie pa na yɛnso yɛgidi sɛ wɔn bɛyɛ sanse yɛntena hɔ kwa yɛne wɔn akasa no yɛsan adi wɔn akyi yɛne di wɔn akyi pa yɛbɛgyinagyina mmeaeɛ wɔ kaa kwan so ansan sɛ kaa no kora bɛtu wɔ lorry park no yɛde ani ahwehwɛ tae no light no tie no ahwɛ sɛ driver ni no nso ogyina ne nan so ɔnom nsa wabrɛ ya na wabrɛ n'ani da hɔ ansa na driver ni ya mana tu car no ibi ebeto tuma wɔ car ho na driver no ho bia no yɛmpere ma car no ntu nkɔ car kwan so watu kura no a wonam car kwan so no yɛ ni sound a yɛ ni yɛ nwamna police fo nso aka yɛ ho agum wɔ car kwan so na obi a wodu ba bia obeyi subambɔ ne bia dibia no ya kyerɛ so ɔman emra wom ti akonya so ɛna mitu a driver fo mututu no driver fo kokɔ na mokɔ hu nipa gu station hɔ bebre no a ya mo mfa nta mo kokɔ obi na aso o emo ma nipa wo tu kwan okodi bronya ɔkofa nneɛma abɛtɔn sɛnɛ bɛyɛ a efie nso bɛyɛ dɛ kɔra bɛnya ntare ahyɛ abusuafo bi nya nam bi awie nya aduane bi adi yɛbɛka bom anigye na aba yesu ne yawo no enti ekodi na woda enti a driver fo yi esram national road safety authority yetumofo no yetu passenger fo so fo onko pia driver fo mpia wo machi sɛ mo pentam wo yɛ sa driver ni no ya na obekɔ speed intenta bi wan ho be overtaking basa na wakofa oye ne di abrɛyɛn wotena kaa mu na yɛ passenger ni a wobɔ wo pa yɛ iwie pɛ wani hwɛ driver ni no oyi subambɔ ne bi adi na enye mfata ya mo nka mmom onko ntɔkwa na mo ntunofo no wantie mom di a ɛna yɛ amo report mayen the number we tujwa your number ni 194 mo frɛ a ɛbɛba ya so yɛ mo kyerɛ yɛn ba bia mo nam adepon anipa no adebɔne a ɔyɛ yɛ tunu so sa afei nso wa obehu adebɔne bi a wɔka kwan so sɛ ka bi na asɛsi kwa kan so o sɛ bibi na abu ka kwan so o bibi bɔne bi ɛkɔ so wɔka kwan so na yɛ ni hobby no ya mo mo ayɛn na mo frɛ 194 yɛbɛ ɛno nso yɛbɛma yɛn home so etu anamɔ abɛyi afiri hɔ afei nso yɛtu yɛn nuanom motorcycle fofo a adigye aba yɛkɔ bronya monkɔ trɛtrɛ moto so nkɔyi yɛ nneɛma ho na monkɔyɛ basa monni mmara so monhyɛ mo helmet afei mudu baabi na yɛsi kura yi traffic light asɔ kɔkɔɔ a yɛ a monyina wɔnhwɛ na kaa bi amfiri baabi a mebɔ nku yɛsrɛ obiara yɛkɔ yɛ nimi media yɛ ne deɛ road safety yɛ deɛ prosi yɛbɛyɛ yɛ deɛ wɔn nso nipa no wɔn nso yɛ wo deɛ sɛne bɛyɛ yɛ nan bɛtumi akɔ asomdwem na yɛsan ba na yɛbɛboa ɔman na ɔman yɛtu mpɔn
Engineer mimi sase say authority no na monto ahodo be na mo ne prosi adwumako no etu se de be ya say enisuade hunu amode asimani so se ye pesa afi bronya no ye be kɔ awie kura si afofoforo mu ache se ye ni beji ye ho na ye hu se afi de nkwanhia no eso ate ye ntenka kura biem nkita hodie be na ekoso mo ne prosi MTT di fontem
ne kase pa nti enuanom project for say war against indiscipline yes adia efa ni indiscipline subamponi a yɛde transi achi subamponi a yɛde twaka akwan mu subamponi a yɛde san motorcycle so prosifo so wɔn apagya wɔn ho na wo a wobɛyɛ nneɛma ho wonni mmara so yɛbɛkye wakosie bronya no wonni bi ini wie wonni bi na yɛdi wie a yɛakɔtwe waba sanse na kyerɛ sɛ wɔyɛ mamboyɛ ni woyɛ widi ni wonya nipa bɛkum no yɛte akyi wosie nti war against indiscipline no yɛtaa yɛ nuanom prosifo akyi wɔn ahyɛ aseɛ na mebɔ yɛn yɛ papa yɛ nua panin Dr. Dampare IGP sɛ watu saa na mo no a ɔnhwɛ benkum ɔnhwɛ nifa na kuta V8 o kuta taxi o kuta moto ɔbɛkyew ɛne wo kasa yi ɛnɛ kora yɛkɔ road so a yɛnsa nka kora yɛnsa nka nipa no bi de dodo a wɔn nni mmara so a V8 foɔ ka ho na kyerɛ sɛ wohwɛ polisi dwuma kora no a na nka sɛ wɔn mu bi kora bɛtumi ate V8 deɛ na ɛden sɛ na yɛ ho sɛ V8 wɔn nam mu kɔ bɛɛ ni as wɔn ayɛ untouchable as yɛn fɛn nsa nka wɔn ɛso na nsa deɛ yɛn papa Dampare Dr. Dampare ba yɛ ɔne ne mma no ate asi yɛn hwɛ benku yɛn yi ɔtwe yɛ adoa o wo a wɔbɛto mmara biara no na mmara ɛne wadi pɛpɛɛpɛ ɛno ne adekɛse a ɛwɔ hɔ na mmom yɛkɔ yɛn anim no yɛdeɛ yɛapɛgya yɛ dwumadie mu wɔ education mu apolisifoɔ ne wɔn de bɛka ho paa ne yɛ kamera yi maame BIAMAH yi mesi ɛnkyɛ biara kamera yi a huhuhu sɛ esisi akra aboa papa yɛde hu nneɛma bebree ɛno na ɛboa yɛ ma yɛtumi ɛsɔ adriverfoɔ bi a yɛ a wɔn di bambɔne ɛwɔ kaa kwan so no ɛnsɛ yɛkyikyi bi kamera yi na ɛkyikyi wɔn baeɛ na yɛbɛhyɛ mu kena ama yɛde kamera ni bi koraa kokɔ mmeaeɛ ɛwɔ highway so enti yɛte nkranha anaasɛ kumase na yɛte office koraa na yɛnkɔ kwan no so no yɛne mmea si wɔ kwan no so nyinaa wo a wobɛyi subambɔne adi kamera no na ɛbɛyi wama na baabi a wɔ bia no yɛto so sa ɛna ɛnora nso yɛ kɔhu yɛ chief justice yɛne na kɔdi nkɔmmɔ paa sɛ obi biara a yɛbɛsɔ ne mu ɛwɔ kaa kwan so yɛtu ne fo na wantie ɔdi suban woyi suban bɔ ne sɛ nnipa nwu nnipa mpira deɛ chief justice yɛde no bɛbrɛ wo yɛde wo brɛ no a yɛde no brɛ wo a yɛ na munyina mo mmara so na momma punishment no anaaso twe no munyɛ du ɛnyɛ 1,800 deɛ bi anansɛn yɛ a yɛtete no sɛ wode bɔ obi so otua 5,000 10,000 tiri sɛ ɔhwɛ adeɛ a ɔbɛpii ho nti ɛno nso yɛkɔdi ho nkɔmmɔ paa yɛ moto court nso bɛsɔre agyina ɛne yɛde mo baani ne yɛdi mo asɛm yɛde mo baani yɛdi mo asɛm na kyerɛ sɛ baabi a ɛsɛ sɛ yɛde wotom ne yɛde wato ɛka ne yɛbɛbɔ nso a ne abɔ katwitwi di paa ɛnti yɛpɛgya adwumadeɛ no mu
mommɔ ɛne adwuma na this week ankasa he na mode mo ani ɛkyerɛ
this week deɛ yɛnam vip station hɔ san sɛ yɛ a wɔn adriverfoɔ no bi nterefo nti vip deɛ yɛne wɔn a this week ɛna ɛwɔ hɔ afei yɛkɔ neoplan station so yɛwɔ hɔ afei nso yɛkɔ kaneshi station a takrade wɔn nso lodi kɔ takrade na afei yɛate asi mu wɔ ahyiaman station yɛ na wɔn nso wɔn kɔ Volta region hɔ no paa nti ɛhɔ nso yɛkuta mu yɛma wɔn kɔ yɛ regional capitals nyinaa nso a yɛ nipa no nso wɔ hɔ nyinaa wɔn ɛbɔ ɔman bi amantam biara mu nti nkraha no deɛ woba neoplan station vip ɛne kaneshi station na afei yɛbɛsi nkɔ tudu stations no a wobɛhu yɛn paa yɛgyina hɔ a yɛbɔ adwuma no yɛfiri hɔ a yɛbɛkɔ kaa kwan no so bi a ɛno nso yɛne apolisifoɔ gyinagyina hɔ baabi te sɛ ebi a lindador wobɛba ne yɛgyina lindador ɛyɛ Accra Kumasi highway so baabi ne yɛwɔ winiba baabi ne yɛwɔ kintampo baabi ne yɛgyina ɔfen so saa ne yɛbɛyɛ no ara kyerɛ sɛ yɛbɛma nnipa nhu yɛn ebi a na obi ɛwɔ haw bi otumi abɛn yɛn otumi ne yɛdi yɛn nkɔmmɔ yɛn nso yɛtumi ne wɔn adi nkitaho nti yɛdwumadeɛ no saa ne yɛbɛyɛ no yɛhyehyɛ yɛn ntaadeɛ kama obi ahu yɛn a wohu sɛ yɛn ne yɛgyina hɔ yi yɛwɔ hɔ sɛ yɛbɛboa nipa yɛbɛbɔ nipa ho ban kɔ obia nsuro yɛnya arehyɛm sɛne yɛtie biara boro gyan deɛ yɛbɛkɔ ne asan ba wɔberɛ a obiara ɛbɛdi mmara so
yo ɛrɛ adɔnte awie yɛbɛdo ase
yɛnso yɛda mo ase nyame nka mo ho
yeah bronya moa ena ye wono so ate ase aha nti we de makwanya se Okakwe North wo mo seginaye ese mo amoto ade wo kwa ho drivers amofro car si passengers wo kwa mo amofa passengers wo kwa ho ne ade mu nyina ye move mu straight edemo akọ new terminal ho se ye kodi bronya ena po na ka bowe ena pa na ye sika abona ma ye twa ne nan moto afa ne so etese ensem nwonwan omso omom pesa ayem hyehye ensem no ombeti bio edisesi ade ye pagya mu nyina wo awoto ade wo kwan wo shop mu de wo shop mu ni kwan na emom ne sa wo kwan ho de a mo amaya pampam store mo amoto nsuo mo amoto plantain chips na sefo mu nyina ye logo mo edem ko new station ho na mudwa no mo akodi ewo ho monko na monko register ne wo mo ye registration wo kyena enforcement ne hyase ano no eti wo so da wo afutuo bi ade bema wo a wo betimi ahyepi niema ne eyi a mesre wa wo mu etie na wo de afa 0302243540 0302243540 and 0302257902 wo betimi afre na afi de wo pese wo mo eye na wo mu gye ne yie no wo mo timi o mu tie nti wo betu ho anamon. Hello. Good afternoon.
Fine afternoon.
Nembom to say. Yo, I just see it you.
Yo, why are dear pa and work canina yampa? Na Mammy say you paransa. Any you are come up one many or batcher man with any idea party. It's still with now organized.
Meda sippy and Chiana does so yeah, Bob Pansukusa who deuro. Hello. Oh, sorry. Ubeti me a friend 0302243540. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Me ba chodini baby afrefi ajanimo ye ufrefi he.
Ajanimo, hey. What menka?
Na mente won kase, obi a me twotwo mutwo no de mente won kase. Ye tie o. Koni taw mame.
Ne tia o.
Oh,
dio mo beka ye no. O se eduru ba bi no. Wo mo na mas ade no cha ye, wo mo kaje wo mo meto ade wo new terminal ho.
What you say? Once a moment to a deal. And did a man or moment to a dear car. And then woman in upper condom call. Can you say, well, my sample, my chair, almost a becas or almost
No correct.
and somebody, what you say? And the president of some woman is saying here and got a bubble home. Oh, and now there's a cousin is came on my samania, and they are the dinner. Oh, station, and yet you say, Cabin or Elu do comedy.
No Kumasi for no so Kumasi for no so Nko ko ne nyina mu ya so.
Hello?
Miti o janimo.
Kumasi for no. And when I say so no ka or e ho asem yie. Ada so ba mo station wo e ho. On those say floating Roberts, o mo say that station. What time for no maso din. And this is so mo na san ko for na so mo no pe kwa bi do mo fa so. Wo ye den
mo yeda se pi e janimo e na o ten nka no so betimi afre na o de aba hello. Good afternoon. Yami adomudi ni baby afrefi. Yo, yeti o Dominic.
Madina, a problem. Sir had me
I have a Madina.
Madina Patron.
That's it. That's it. Okay. Yeah, that's CP. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Bianchi.
Pacho dini baby afrefi.
Ndindi Joseph.
Yo.
Madina.
Yo, yeti o.
Good afternoon, Ewiawi. First of all, my friend Chama, me penny bia, ene ya ana shedding, emano, say wa friend man. Ya penya oya Alhaji, ya kundu. Oya NDC, penny, chiso. Na me man shedding, so we na Saturday, you know, bia me wa.
Yeah, that's say what to me afre 0302243540. Hello.
BIAMAH soldier.
Alaji 1, Alaji mpacho mpom yede.
Oh, yeah, the Alasi.
There are there see you.
Na mpacho road service for no mpesa mbisa se ai ye kanya no a ye boy hu ban wo lolo kwan mu omo se dia na
Street light na
street light na me kan wa
urban roads na yes wo mo hwe awo Alaji Kafra Alaji Ateko Alaji urban roads why hello
BIAMAH.
Good afternoon Pacho Dini baby Africa
Fana skimi mo abasine japa o yede bo AKWAFO ewie
it has it you
maybe an kola o professional taxi driver
okay
ni America ne se un se empenifo no me ma baso pa na the America kan ho se o mo station ho no na o kan bi se ye di bro na wi a isra se mo be se yen fo ni pa ni station o ma mo dia se na o ka se wo be si di pa no oh
iti ewo
okay say wo mo be si nipa no e free no e so man sa ko ti say e wi ase be say because me the time ba be si obi wo ma mbia na wo je me 150% say na charge for na say me ye juma o bi be si ni na mako e di say o mo ka say bro na wenti na wo be si ni free a say we bro na say e be say kokwa no na vi so de ba ko ni say well, Musama man say so Obi bus station one send a motive because almost 20 million, 30 million. The better than bus station home. Average more. If you want to know a more chance free and I maybe be a caramata swa. As the chat way and accident be see a war. Okwase main road around 5 o'clock. Now me do one on the show, we will say a quantum nature. Na kwani mo twa accident na kwa mu twa it means na o tie na ayedai o di overspeed na tie na pai enti ye mese Ghana police so mu tia o se 14 drivers no ye wom enumre ye be gira bus stop na ya loadu I don't think they be say because station master no etimi check ties no check bibia na ye 14 dey obi o check ye enti enumre person for no so hezenka e dia be fuka o be check paper na kwa check time because the cars ni something no can be see wara mo fo to mo ni sada ade no enti be ya police for na numla e bo be ya for and I said tam bi kwa anybody be go station mo so me gira o The kind of see what no one take it tight in na. So the bay a dear soon because I know I'm the one accident now. Sign a pie no and a car no or lose control of what share to create a say. And if I will come in or that center a 4425 only know we are. One as you said, almost sure that's it.
Me so me da se pa professional taxi driver what's me ama me ho adwene me kakra. Hello.
Yeah, only man I'm a part of me so me be so assemble. Me still I understand stations na e bibie no. E ho na omone se the police company phone here and san omo bibie na say e bi illegal no bibie o kwan ho.
Ye bibie no kwan ho de me gidi say ya illegal bebre na e ya illegal.
You best company for say omo hwe ni ye. Omo hwe ni because they having una mo kwemi so hu ni abeye ko PST bi ni po bebre. So hwe ya na ko go bi akuno. Ana ni to so biem. Ye stations ni so bia. Ko ni stations ni bia toku. Omo ti won ka ti mi nya kwan ya dan. Enko. Ebi kura bola no kura na aye ma no kura. Omo ma mefa. If you be strong, see the boy near base, no, almost share the so you my and then go for never pound at 1 year, and then can wow, and what a man can see, so whom you are, and they come in for a moment, pine, from Bomo Paya, almost done with that. If I say with 2 years, then 15th, January, I will tell you. Then was some course on the job with cat, not tell us who go to Media, and then simply never. One myself, it's not to your mammy.
Let us maybe some more Eddie Mount. Hello. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Biangu.
Maybe Jodini baby Afrifi.
Oh, Joni, line a
Ah, oh, okay.
I am sir, they are not offensive for you, no, me for so, papa, but sometimes I mean, no more here, because this time, Christmas season, now, Obia and the budget, I just got you loon. Omo Tony Ama, at least, more reason, ja, Omoyewi, and can so Mama Brunia, where 2 months, Sana. No, honor, Casa special, oh, sir. Other side no, I say on cross all the time no cross. In Kenya footbridge yeah, for map as well is better because
Our side ben sir.
Well sir, omo free we akote my side no. Omo cross kwan no.
Okay.
Omo obi mu be gina na omo ntimi cross o achimota we no. Ye here footbridge go also am easy please.
Okay.
Enti ati ye here footbridge yeah, obi be cross by other side na. Now I cross out the fence, I want car, now people cross out for circle side now, I smart cross. And yet I always can solve the problem. A movie station no price so. I bet that problem no yabenya and a station so price our original engine this conformity now or and space no cry no. That was in there, Omuya Oman Bowa, Omu for. You always know some person by war. If you say any of staff food business and never one accident, no, and watch it.
Miss Someda CP. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Maybe Jodini baby Afrifi. Yes, dear.
Where Munkaila Jonas?
Yo, Munkaila, it's you.
In fact, despite media, you are making the station proud. To share a member, but they move for equal game. And we are my member of Kenya with Tifonia. Dominic Abia, the finest politician, maybe I will be our chief. It's out. Or my the chairman. It's out. We are back. When you're a bay, best friend, to take care of the move. That's what we say over speeding air Joshua. The best is to report. Because the same cry, every driver, I put this Akawabi. And now I put this schedule, I said the air hunting. Now, one shot a foul innocent soul in the Aquafamando. The best threat. And the last thing, the cast me, the Ministry region. The Metro Mass, the idea of President Kufuor by and said, the camp Metro Gra, the buses should operate within buses now, say it should be inner city. But Mino can say, buses will load from Accra all the way to Kwanta, to Brelanias, to Bimbila, into North. Every now and then, that's an accident. If you could have passengers and I was there as a fine, so it's a question they say. And then what goes into it, and I say, yes, metro masses. I said they have done working on trunk routes. And also, car home, go on middle cause of accidents, the ultimate threat, when you fall into one amount, the bus is been on that post, I procure, send a bit of your call on the Yamun press, no utility for so yes, you here, let us say.
Menso meda sipi. Padoskas. Hey, udin die. When di bia se padoskas. Padoskas. Ose mami BIAMAH, please help me advise mothers at La Paz flight hop to take care of their children. As at 9 p.m., you will see children roaming around the area without their parents. The other day, 2 boys were nearly kidnapped. Most of the parents at flight top don't care about their children. About a more flight top. Oh, yo. We come on, Master P. And also, good afternoon, BIAMAH. My name is airborne inside Queensland, and I'm enjoying the great show with Mama Lucy, Akosia Kunedu, Nana Sly, Mama Rama in Old Kent Road, and Afe Ajua Melanie, South East London, Costaro in Barking, and Gloria upon Amponsa. Munyana Mutiemio say Ghanaians should go for their vaccine, COVID vaccine, as the new Omicron variant is so stubborn. It will be a enquire nedie na ne ho intimi entono. Ebusu afo ha na kana section ye de esi eba na fe ya betie simona enkomotwetwe no ye de ahyehye so na ma menhwe messages ne kakra na mefa emfamu Nana Kriamo Aboate Ablekuma Central. No, good afternoon, BMZ1. President Anado is indeed a godsend. The European Investment Bank giving this government some funds to support the COVID-19 fight is a clear testament of how the president is managing the fight against COVID-19. Forbes magazine last week awarded him as African Man of the Year. Special greetings to Honorable Eugene Boache and Eja Bata, Edway Friadenta, and as the people were praised just yesterday for opposing what they termed them then as nuisance taxes, but today it is a deliberate attempt to obstruct government. Respectfully, Krobias and Tikotokohino Tunfuo Osei should refrain from making any political statement. The anger in the system doesn't respect any authority anymore. Bediakon Bahamepi, and I was watching you live from Kentampoman. Asemo Ghana, prayer is the key, but in Africa it's not good. When you go to Israel, they work hard to get everything. The truth will always defeat lies. Yagulumpi, and no Inshraba and Nelka. And even the entire NDC party knows that they come nowhere to compete with the great NPP party, because NPP is better than the NDC in terms of governance, so they should stop making noise with their lies and cheap propaganda, because NPP is breaking the 8 years agenda. Mameshe Ben Sam, and also Mame, why will a woman give birth to children she knows very well they can't take care of them? I don't know. I have no idea of that. It meaning me met me I did what met me I want my worry. Oh, and oba so when you juma ye at yes ye. The biana what junior and say Beman ebe boa Beman ebe we am a Beman ebe as so utimi a bomb hosokakra. So who say utu a bishu no more now to be a ebony. Inti wo ye bibi kakra no Beman no so ye bibi kakra no de abe support o. Na che say motimi akọ mo anim. Na so ma dodo no a ohua no mote ho aba me ne be kwa ba ne ade nti the moment abema no ebeja ne ho pe na fe wa handicap nti no moma ye nhye ne nso kuntimi enwo a enye by force enkonkowo ena eno so wode aba bensam ene bisa me sa question he say why would a woman give birth to children she knows very well they cannot take care of them, that they will bring them into this world? As for authority, you respect no matter how angry you are. Eric Kubuedino say patriotic voices from Bichim, fellow Ghanaians, let's support His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo to move Ghana forward, because this government have better things to offer us. Regards to Mr. A. Sapon. Okay, and also so what them abano. Nti mama mfa messages no eziana fe yemra yemboard no so na emedi enkomo emfa on my Ghana and it na manwosem eho.
The ideal society they belong to are in these terrorist groups and not, for example, the Republic of Ghana. And so they would criticize how our democracy does not work and it does not deliver. They will criticize how they are waiting for jobs, but those jobs will never come because the government will never be able to deliver. They will criticize how they can take certain things happening in society and use them as examples to radicalize. All these become the techniques of radicalization. They become the techniques of, if you call it, undermining what we are, what progress we have made, and what we have achieved. People should not assume that there is no jealousy, that in the Fourth Republic, we have maintained and sustained political stability. We are not like other places where people are arrested and locked up. People don't want to see a country, and when I say people here, I'm referring to these terrorist groups. They are envious that when there is an environment in which every country is suffering under the weight of terrorism, Ghana continues to stand stable. It's not to create the mistake of allowing people to fall into the hands of terrorists, but that every day we work together to overcome those challenges, right from local government level to national level, to prevent that radicalization, which then makes people to fall into the hands of these groups when the possibility of recruitment arises. Let us continue with the effort of delivering good governance. Military or security is one, but it is more about the delivery of good governance. Let in every village and in every community, even when we have challenges, let us continue to engage one another in which people know that there is a collective effort, both formal and informal. Continue to allow you in the media to have the space. Even when you criticize, it should not be interpreted as negative. It should be interpreted as constructive to help the accountability process. Let's continue to deepen democracy.
Abusianfo ya giadwa e wa ha mempanyimfo atena senne ensema hodo pii e na eguapono so a ye betwetwe na basa ene sere ye betase ne sebanyasafo ye betase ne sebesepa ene konia hahan so bo hodo bebre na mampanyi na adodankwa ekufu adokyerem se ye de abo one na soafo binom na wo kyese na soafo binom a ye de ketatehye prekanka ne dwirim e wo so bo ebo wo mo no ya hwehwe wo mu nyinara wo so wo mu ehunu se wo mu nifo wo mu nsa ho eni kekan bia sesia de ono ankasa de obetimi agina ne nan so aka ene se na soafo ni bi wo mu a wo ne wo mu ebu man ni bi e de ketatehye prekanka ne dwirim krono ehun so bo ye de bo wo mu no ya hwehwem ama kire se sunire wo mu nyina wo mu ho fan wo de obetimi aka afa ketatehye prekanka ne dwirim ehun so bo ye de abo na soafo no 2022 budget yenwie yo hey they say minority for wo masan sore waka wo mse hwe and the just speaker oka kwantrum the speaker bankwa dia fresh motion ebele fresh motion concerning sa 2022 budget no Odi ezamuni man so twe a. Umisa achemfo. Eno da nche ya mampanyin na Akufo Addo na wo san kasen we no wono ankasa na point is na wo mani abre pepe flag bearer abedie ne na sefo no se se be wiase wodi wani mienu hweto abaako mu abaako bo enti no abaako to ho wo bekọ de abaako to ho na ehu se yesimanim nie ide ho na mepre akọ yesa asa wo bekọ asa wo nko na wo taachire na abobọ bakutu anketenkete ne saa ne ma no ochese emwa so pesa ukope presidential presidential ambition na say wo minister for minister de to ho go and fight for your presidential ambition na intimi emwa pre senior high school ehon sense mampanyi chese results no so far so very good bibia konanim say nani agye ho papa na he's so proud of himself say for this free senior high school policy eba ya anka sabi abata ya ngomu ni bie wo mo acha se wo mani nakra da da kuata amade nka wo ye den kopie mu ache motor school won so cha se enye emmam ntinya de abeso ho kra da ye nanso o si free senior high school bi kura wani na se ba benya kwa yakono na wotemi akọ na afenso no results na aba no so no de pefe se improvement ewo mu ha eti wei ene nsama hodo na enne awie ye besi nyina koso na yatase ne se besepa eniko na han yetimi abobo so enkakran na aboa yen na mempanyimfo enne awie wo mo beboa me ewo nkomotwetwe mu no Sylvester Sapon Soprano ono ena seba Convention People's Party amayoko no mu a oye wo National Communications Director ono ene da wo ma no Soprano ewie memo aha memo akwa abanso so
da se bebe
memo afishia pa
afisese ne wa hoden ene enkwa ana enkwa ene ahoden na nkananado adwuma ye na wo yo no ka akọ nanim kakra na nka yetimi akọtọ konkonte 2 cities ye muade 2 cities adi na ye bre wo kroma adwuma
so chem say na wudimi nya 4 cities into konkonte 2 cities ye muade 2 cities
na from sao say bia be 2 o'clock de bedru de na bia watimi anya saade no but eno anti na ye bre efi anopa ekopim 2 no because adwuma ne system num ade we ye kan ana nkrofo bi esre on he me kan asem bi acho me kai say 2015 me namfofo bi no mo ye gurus ewo aso omo wo NDC mu to mo invite me call hotel wa president Kufo hotel no ena ye kotena ati me kokra me fa trophy Madina ena me de ko si wa hu na mpese me hwe me kodu
wo ti esi mu ti je say
asam na maso esi me so oh David me man na da oba asma me ke me si NDC for ye kotena ase pa
chilling heavy
na be 7 boys. Wow. That was 2016. Oh.
Guys, so the munya shia sa de ne ne oboa.
I sorry na be 12,000. 120 million. NDC for 2016. Oh. And no crown na boys no mo kon obi a pese otua. Because obi a wo 120 million won ho. So it is say na me hwe say NDC for kamu say na krom no ma ye na me hwe omo na me nwanwa. Because NDC MPP for no sa na sesi o mo so chile na sa nyafu nti akwa abekronsa MPP and NDC
alright afei menu abema Godwin Mahama ono so NDC National Communications Team member ono so abeka me ho haze Godwin
menu aba
akwa aba
yanua
mbom te say
what na do me na so
adumara akwa na Soprano say mo chile 12,000 at night and I say you know
menu aba mami
wunya bi chile ye
nyame adom mami fo akonya we su na minchia obi bia enam ne so a last Saturday Jumakuo bi a ye frɛ National Student Allies
okay
abri bia fi bia o organize students award
okay
Emma deserving students through an election. You'll be nominated and people will vote for you. So last Saturday, in our DVLA Conference Center headquarters.
Oh, okay.
And I was honored as the National Student Best PRO of the Year.
Wow!
Yeah. Congratulations!
Congratulations!
I'm blog
Why invite you?
Na me tie obi bia nam ne so a metimi edu bebi a medu no.
Amen.
Na association nso no me nda omase ene edwuma so a omo edi.
But you deserve it.
He's a great guy.
We hope to get more than this.
Sure.
Because the sky will always be
your stepping stone.
Yes, a stepping stone.
Nana blog will come home.
Asema surprise me. You see sometimes.
So what's that? What was that? Back
You see, sometimes I ask myself, what then a soprano wants to achieve. You see, anyhow the situation is, mean to mean disagree with the all canon.
Okay.
But senokwari mua ejina ono so enya no kware nso na propaganda na oye nso ejina ne so. But the issue is that you see sometimes very annoying and disturbing when aban bi ti abenwa ne so na say yetimi hwe na eniema ehu enyi han won na Ghana fo ho eto and people decide to do comparison with government and a party aban Ghana fo to aba etia na and then we can John Mahama na NDC asema we are not there to make policies and programs ma Ghana fo ho eden ehin han won utira meka na say nti anyhow the assembly no in the Ghana fo yiyen akosi nchen the AC nenu as am go for promises say they will do better omo wiase nyina nyansa omo wiase nyina magic so mo be ye dia ye na se fata sin said dia na NDC eye no eno na ese yetimi kan wasem enye dia twemi ase dia mo na di ekono yenjama won di enko
Oba asem na ho kan no ye de dad e wisia asem na ho kan ye de dad e wisia what I say tie me ba yo wo mo na o ma creative problem no omo ne nanado ne president Mahama na creative problem no na omo de Ghana musical chairs and say see ano say utie NDC for tum so menya vimbi they have this notion say omo na eba CPP for yegina honum left and right nyina ye hit ye tie mameka asem o mam dabi tie me mameka asem cho mameka asem cho de tie ni so ho oba na make sure say your party no your mpanyinfo na you distracted original say yes your friend be tip of the spear say ukra spear piana ano pa no thank you tip of the spear no me pese me bon mpanyinfo bi din wa ha ba me bo panyin ba ko din eno ni Fred Blair we dwane akọ MPP
national chairman of the
because ono
no kra wo free mo na FCPP jana na so kakra
na me kire wi omo spirit so ono se o chia akwa me nkruma nsem pen what you say omo the spirit no yeah it mean person me bon panyinfo bi di ba me bo ba akonso aka ho professor Nino Professor Dowona de no ye general secretary no ono so another yeah presidential quality material ono so say why NDC for so mo buka no mu so mo continue no oko national manu national development planning commission ye ntin in Kebio the American say look at a guy like me Little Sylvester, I mean, inkiti we, and I mean, digina ha facing Nana Akufuado with his juggernaut, any NDC. So, but the American based in say me no CPP for no Ghana for say Moshe Parliament here also say Siano. Now who say 137 no. One who the air coso. Ne corruption na air coso will chrome hanum no. Say Ghana for to mima CPP, even 10% of the voter. You better make sure say you better check his uncle for me anyway. Oh yeah, up to Ghanaians and up to CPP.
Even not CPP alone.
What you say?
CPP or PNC or
omo maame ne yen.
Asa mo jira.
Omo maame ne omo ani bo ekotire me ba fie. Ye diem.
Yes.
You see, unse na me kasa no. You see, enne se me betena hanom na me say because CPP aba mu pen ana me boa. Don't worry, I'm fine. But you see, a history and necessary person you dig into that history now. You bet me dig into. A bin so say under your tenure of office no. Mo anye niema bi ye. But e be suicidal.
I know there say obi anyone asa be nesa ba ko beti
so na nyame. Sure, but you see e be suicidal.
But ye bibi na enya impact. Because you hear CPP for more a history more to say anyama kase be braye hu a they brought those
you
things.
You see, don't worry, you see, the mesemet na ha na mega ko fa CPP or tenure of office abe kan wa semenda e be suicidal on the part of Ghanaians because no and then CPP na wa abenwa ne so I get me sure omo ye omo de ko tanka nyema nyina ya they would have been maintained what I make an say but you can nyema kese no enya nti ne ye wa ha ne enya sa me so metimi abobo niema kese John Mahama mimi ate ya kan wasema sa niema no over 10-20 years to come no Ghana fo be koso ayede enya ho mfaso Ghana gas ye baako ohwe nkofo a ya at least ya fo wo edwumem so time can say yes Kotoka International Airport Terminal 2 and 3
me on say
me ma ye nko ho
on say NDC wa ho mo ba be ye bi enema mo ye hu so you are formidable but where is CPP
me be call formidable no or come membership you see it is sorry ayeko obi atwe akra aba sorry nim nti sometimes Sunday do a so for beka say next Sunday wo obetimi de akra ba ako aba no ye be che wade ye ka se kofa akra ba ako bra ye nka se kofa obi owo wiase mu anaso obi owo different church ye se fa nipa bra na make sure say nipa no de ne be wi a obeka sorry day mo nti se wumpo na wo ko Pentecost na me ko Assemblies of God na say mitimi be convince you e de wo ko sorry day wo ko tena mu first Sunday ye niam na say so wani wo hwe na say wo be kana wo ka matu akra ama nyame e wo ma sorry fi it is politics ye di nipa dodo na e de politics e numbers I get me mama wie nti say it's about how am be maintain mo membership
almost strategy no
because the democracy at least you practice no party be anywhere or prevent CPP from doing in near so omo ye edinya nipa anameboa obi be anywhere preventing the other smaller parties some be ye I go to the extent say on between go for NDC ni MPP I there abeka omo ho eye competition in there yeah
do message
the message gonna send for aba they will come so the fact say nkofo no CPP ako ebi ako MPP ebi ako NDC no it is a tax and a responsibility on you our friend who youth I don't know your age though but me looking at you waburu youthful age but youth but you see as youth as youth no at least ejuma won so say wo so no ubetimi aye BIAMAH CPP na yaka say uba ya na CPP ejina say before obo ade beto nsa frɛ na we fi wiase no at least utimi di o party no edum pempen so say eno na nkofo wo NDC ni MPP etimi aye atwe akra beka NDC ho a me so ne baba beto so I have a responsibility today one to say me maintaining number no me beto ye no ana se mesandi bia ye den aka ho yesi we nya hwe ama wase ye mo no kro no at least say ye jama o na say untimi fa nya hwe kwa say ye jama o no mane nti say dia etisa nti say ne iduni me ba me de manu nti si say ne me tena ho as youth na me jama NDC e collapse a actually
where the party
ni hwemo
that's it
I get me nti that is yen ko any when your topic
na bi no mo kan say CPP ay nkokora ne merewa party because emrante nyina mo antimi a maintain no mo dwane ko
a big deal question we busa me no na a question bi a party mu no mpanyimfo akese pii wo mu kaminya na nkomo boa me wa ha eme answer question no a powerful question a bet me na the TNA so ho who's the last time no and I'll try to be brief. I talked about the fact say your party no you acquire a great alliance a quo in Kensen aka vice president acquire a great alliance with NDC no our president Rollins Esanigu president vice president aka so obro no anku kunu no sa domestic violent case no na wie ye ne say ye court 1996 about wobio no we say 92 96 ye ko no na great alliance negu but na president Rollins in power it's CPP for ye ko kan omo hu nyina no ye memo a omo positions enti na ebi feel say they were serving their country anyway so and ebi nso so ho no ma na American honey wo na esosogu o ma no na eyo mo de to mo de ka ho ni nyina ye all right so now say see ano after sa situation ekoye no the reality na ekoso Ghana politics mo Aminu Godwin one kano an country Ghana for Aminu mienu nyina ye nim no the issue of open bribery ekoso ewo ye politics mo the National Democratic Congress the New Patriotic Party a profound bribe paying people. An example happened during the parliamentary primaries. And until I have a problem with the parliament because most of members now, many of the members now, parliament involved in paying bribes to the delegates. Yeah, where TV, cars, fridge. I challenge IGP officer, IGP Dr. Dampare. Say if the statute of limitations is not expired, then challenging. They say uncle arrested one more mutual bribe delegates. Any delegates now almost so AJJ bribe NDC any MPP. I'm looking at daily graphic right now and there. Almost the NPP gears up for delegates conference. It is going to be a bribery festival. I guarantee you that. And I want the IGP, Dr. Dampare, to send his men there to see if I'm not mistaken. But I was thinking, the Akwa says CPP, Ubusa say, I don't know grow because Yakoya campaign now. Ghana for Sika. Me kind of crane woman. Ghana for Sika. Yenyabi more and I yesika more because unfortunately Yenisika. Now, New Patriotic Party for any National Democratic Congress for no, they pay open bribes to people. All of Ghana knows this. Ghana for any you know I'm telling the truth. So, Ghana for any catch CPP for any small SPM, me say you catch them da say
no communications strategies that my beba at the party no.
Sure.
It is obi to have bribe the ma obi. E dia na wo so betimi aya, wo be ka to nipa na so say bribe tuya na say bribe dia na wo tuya na wo tuya ma. So but maybe dear when na me dey ba say wo buy into me idea here say na wo so be
oba me da say we busa sa question no sa you say e futuo en sachire nipa e ensohwe enu nti na ye no me ka say 2024 no so it is going to be a pivotal year for the citizens of this country because after you heard the president
this year it's ayi niema ekoso kura ne the opportunity ayi amonya mo betimi CP mo betimi ade awuram
obetie mi o they make can say ensohwe na akọ Ghana fo ani no there was the case ania ka say Nana Akufo-Addo oba with the men they were supposed to be the team A of Ghana any ye no it is say no Ghana for her left bonyo omo hwe right bonyo omo pa omo nkwaji sika o MPP for obio na yenya situation e wo mu no ana say President Mahama Nkrofo nso so no the NDC for no pom kwaji sika we are telling the truth. This truth that I'm telling say the way to the prosperity and employment creation in this country is not by paying bribe to people who are not necessarily competent. It is by letting us go to the polls and may the best man win. CPP contains the best material, but the yeni sika Ghana sika for akosisa akosisi akogu nkrofo krom e de asisi e dan yentimi nto isle go ane ade no eno ene yentimi ntwa bribe enti Godwin e gina hokas wo ba ye. By the way, I'm in my 40s na mi twinyi aye grey no eno nti ena mebo mama no si mi twinyi aye grey no e bia na o se e bia me nye youth so ati ase na Godwin na kupon hirawa e bia o twinyi be great said the media but me twinyi na aye grey no enye bibia say President Akufo-Addo amamuwo any President John Mahama amamuwo any said ye esi kware yetire ho no me de me nanfofo ni bi kura no tie me nanfofo ni bi no not only have they gotten grey hair omutiri hu sa sa tutu aka ho kwati ase nti oba ti ye ka de me pese me kasie no me ma no si say eye Ghanaians no na ye no ye sori a ye pe shortcut say wo ye Ghana ni na wo no hwe wasetena mu ye young boy na sebi impredia san woda kiosk mu eko toilet ewo rubber bag mu ewo kiosk nu what cost a toilet ni sa 8 years wo sare wo so form of nana wo President Mahama ebetna so tama wo mukoko Dubai eko chile no edida da aeroplane mu visa free and crem mu
na so no guys no ko chile ya
me ko hefa na me ko chile legboso ntwe ho no man ye ko chile hefa chile manusi the American says so you youth so I keep on saying say Susiampa, me odome kwa Abenya constituency. Okay. So we are youth. Now person we serious politics are. Do you think so we me a chairman of New Patriotic Party? Odome. And NDC. But see people acquiring room for growth. Yeah. They have to come here because this is the only way out.
Yes.
This is the only way out. Situation.
Yes. Just to minutes. You see, Asama. Don't worry. You see, Asama. In terms of bribe, no. Let me put on record. NDC and you bribe. You see, the issue is that most of
and this mo kwa national conference mo ntuatu ade mo so you machines na se
some type of stealing.
Most of these issues most of them are suspicion.
Suspicion. Small boys ana.
You see, I am your words against my word. Me say, two, mama. Asama okase. Se wo ye youth wo betimi e di chairman e wo constituency no. Eno so nya no kware.
Okay.
Me metia. Me less than 40 years. Me see me be contest regional election. Enya me pea. Okay. Metima bobo youth awura omo ye constituency chairman. In the various constituencies.
I even know some in the NPP.
Yes.
But what is youth by your definition? By the way,
your youth, as I know, I am below 45 years.
Yes.
And I'm about 45 years. Into party, I say. I also 40. Maybe less than 40 years. And I miss a record regional election.
Now, small boy.
Into that issue, say, who your youth are ultimately chairman or either MPP and NDC. No.
But I never said that. I said you don't have a chance.
Yes, Nana.
The opportunity. Yeah. Phone. Me Mahama che. Emsa me ko break kakra. Na. Aso ani tia. E ko break ya na nam. Ene na masanti memu ne ko ko hwe ye mefu. E ku twa.
Na no bank out am foi.
Ma me say am ba hoto bo mbepre ho. Mbepre ho na ma me wan hwe na se me nkanse ma de me ka no e be ko akofa nse mo ba. Eti mbepre ho. Mame.
Yes, Nana.
Eda empanifo ye di kan yase na Mr. Tiefree atro bia na Mahama pese wodi. Another wo kan na topic. Mama, you see, it's about time our politicians will say Ghana for serious. Me, the truth can never tend to be lies.
Yes.
The year in Ghana for whom? And it's all better. You have the opportunity to speak to Ghanaians. Young kind of Korean church here. A idea, Ghana, young politics are here. A high. Two better na be katasumu mu aso ye tikro ma na hana bizu no oche TVs ni ade ya ka se bribe ba ka se bribe ni sika nko a even TVs na ma me TVs na no ode che no na sika se box ni
to collect the hospital equipment or something like that.
Come youth conference where you can so ha go and ask your boss am Jemfi ka boy your friend is mo your friend is the national communication officers. Even
I know from Bredo.
Some na me can't my national communication officer.
E do be kasa man na for.
Mami, who's there? Kona fun na to ni agi. Cafe dey relevant. You na person making it relevant. And the American say, a challenger. Monetary aspect are in politics no. Mahama Tiei also call I think regional youth organizer, right? But communication officer.
Okay.
Busane say.
What's 100%?
Mahami Busane say. What you na dwene mu budget say no ye. O se ye ntua hwe na dwene mu budget ben no ye. Calculation ben no ye. And you was zoomi your friend is was zoning Greater Accra Eastern.
Well, I don't know about sponsors.
Greater Accra was zoning into 10 categories. Our your budget for every category. Our leaders are almost that your friends the zones nanua. Almost to clear package in so saying so you see you good say what confirm so much transportation is bribe.
Transportation is bribe.
You see
what to say for be we finish here aba edumedi ase na se okona ase jiwe no fa ka anya bribe I don't want bribe
so brother to enyo floor to boss mame ene neme mpese mahama be kaso bia je bribe o memu hada because obi akokoye adwuma ene eja ne kwan the fan is minister of roads and highways no adwuma ne de share nsa ene adwuma na dodo de aba ho no wadi bi ma o say anya bribe
boss dia no
the fan whatever wherever you see say one shey ya o asem no say mami anya gofo mienu wo wote one ma wo ka so pray no one no den dia wo ka say wo communication officer no ya nto so aba it's by appointment in the ma wo
na me fort wa
o election na ba hunu say election ko no
I choose not to go to election because it is so corruption ridden. And President Akufo-Addo didn't say anything
about the MPP and the bribe, you know.
Uti. One point election. One lobbying penny for. Mami, one lobbying penny for. I'm here the amount. Because I will pay National Communication Officer, one guy you sold your sovereignty because now you hold allegiance to certain people in the party. Omo Kasaya, fine, and you can't say. Uti Kasaba bribe.
Medase. Say, Mampanyina Akufo-Addo say all allegations of corruption leveled against any of my appointees has been probed so far. 2022 budget brouhaha, minority resolved to file fresh motion if backbone resumes. Akufo-Addo cautions his appointees to focus on their job or quit and pursue their presidential ambitions. Free senior high school, a success as the president is happy with the results so far. Soprano.
Well, Nana, your president, dearly.
One at a time. There were 4 issues that were
okay.
And I heard in time, this was
Matia. Your president, beloved president, His Excellency
Nana Adodankwa
Akufo-Addo, our dear leader. You know, we are very grateful. Say Nyankopon ahwe so bono ho ban. Na no ada krampo ye tie na ye say on South Africa president Ramaphosa enenam. And South Africa president he call back to Nkrumah no wakonya COVID. But your president, beloved great leader Nana Akufo-Addo dear went me enya nibi. That's why I said no South Africa leader no enenam.
Ono wa boosting immune system.
And one so no say immune system no high. So we checking now see the city no see the city me campaign last time cry no. Tell me them is speculation. And now can buy pa.
But over 10 minutes.
Okay. It's near congratulating. Yeah, congratulating Ghana, our great leader, Oba a president talk of corruption. Oh, Adwa yes no want to na say wa ba yakwan na yes nko me. Madam Honorable Adwa Safua. See, Oba a president talk about corruption. So now I say a corruption ya probu Buamwaka, I say corruption ya probu.
I say all the appointees are accused of being corrupt and ya probu. Okay,
I assume say not as appointees are be opposition for. That's why we are corrupt.
Sure.
You see, which presupposes which presupposes to say
all allegations of corruption leveled against any of my appointees have been
proved. Okay, now the American say, to the best of my knowledge, New Patriotic Party for New Patriotic Party ni back. Our President Akufo-Addo abemo corrupt. Since or by and mean say be what be
allegation.
The person American say, remember example, not to do equalization, but just as an example. For instance, President Akufo time a sports minister president na kasa take action. Oba yanim kakra President Mahama time abuga apelemo o take action. I'm just pointing out the extraordinary situation whereby over the past 5 or so years, the Nana Akufo-Addo administration, not one person has been found to be corrupt, to the best of my knowledge. And I wanted to congratulate the president's party on having a corruption-free administration thus far. They say, but we don't agree with the president's assessment. By the way, probes now president, I don't know, say, am I in the public? So I say we are aware say there were some white papers be any I also probe ni say and yet obi ko bokro no nko awie ska and item of corruption. Sometimes who take steps be in the name of the republic. Now one made the right instruction, one made the right order. And no it me create a corrupt scenario, and the corruption is not just monetary. So I say nya cash on na corruption. Eti say o check here ubetimi aka say unse a Japa case ni say one other aspect of corruption when a situation is opaque as I omo transaction be transparent. Make I say candidate Akufo-Addo used to complain against President Mahama say Ridge Hospital construction cost ne ade opaque. Enti president e can say my probe no nya hwe I want Ghanaians it obi ehun omo share kukuam ewo a Flagstaff house onum na omo anipa 3 bi and omo akira ho no aka say omo ayo probe na yehu that's what because yehu and am release ya waso report no for instance but going on PDS issue no dey see ko ye nwonwunan I ball Ghana foka I no that we hope say we can look into the case to see if some people at the PDS caused financial loss to the state. When Nana Akufo-Addo and his party are out of power, we will push strongly to investigate. Now, also, a Japa issue, so last week, we saw my appointed some Harvard graduates be a manager, which means he said they intend to make sure say Japan go through. A Japa is not transparent. If it's not transparent, then it cannot be said to be non-corrupt, in my opinion. But apart from that, and I'm saying another government, in Crawford and Jenan, so our family and friends, seminar doctor woman into say, I know how I say 11 Ghanaians are very, very highly alert. Say E-levy na yebejejeno ye ba ko mabusuafo ni bia ana saying. So into the year can say president no family and friends issue no it has stained the government. So now president Bejina ho no ka say probe ni pushi hia mpese me magana 40 as say most of what the president said in my opinion loyally talk. Who's a president or a lawyer kukudam to Bejina ho no mo be kan brofu bebre no aka articles technical language. So just a lawyer for the baby now be kan cho say asem no kan no ntokuro dem but waka ne tra unya lawyer ni awon ti ase ente sa na do pusu ben na obehu say or the article everywhere. So unso no article lawyer no the article no the review. So upusu na but yes I dey kan fe sa so enti ye kan kwa animu no na me pese me busa president ne say how can he say there is no corruption in his government when he refuses to listen to Ghanaians. The extraordinary amounts are they to for aeroplane now we be woman. Sadi and we feel say when you don't listen to Ghanaians, when you are spending so much money, you may not have taken money from Ghanaians' pocket directly, but your attitude no a corruptible attitude. And also corruptible attitude. So the president's obstinance as regards the aeroplane bathroom is a corruptible attitude. So I say unko timi jaya anke but me dey ba awie no de anke hia me kese pa ne message a na anke ye person ke de ma IGP Dr. Dampare. We are all very excited about Dr. Dampare. Na yemubu ha ye pese challenge Dr. Dampare. Say indeed if the statute of limitations, ebusian statute of limitations no, so we are bone a ana bone ne bu on me say di 10 years na ye mfa nko court a na chese bone no ahye yentimi an for an court within 10 years. Most of them no into the American say MP4 aspirants are omo person omo members of parliament last year omo true ekwetuatua bribe abefo MPP4 impanyimfo omo kope parliament akuku dam omo begina TV so omo na ado na namo na kumi no omo na president of Ghana ye president ye feeling no omo na namo na omo tuatua bribe akese me mpese me body obaka chem se me probidin bo e wa ha sei etimi modin omo tuatua bribe akese TV fridge car bribe MP bribe etuatua bribe sa na ado nkrofo Nanado and Pejan and Kasa one word. So we have put our hope, we've taken our hope from President Akufo-Addo, and we are placing our hope in the Inspector General of Police, Dr. Dampare, saying ka omane honye ha na MP for no any MP aspirants no mutuatua bribe ama Ghana for sa bribe tuano ye MPs no any top government officials etuatua bribe adukuru omo ya bribe any bribe no eno na say country no na nka IGP no di Nyankopon din be gina ho pabene na nka akwa chi this I call them traitors frankly so I'm not to bribe and not only that delegates now Ghana for no so bribe no more bribe no fridge no car no telephone no bribe sa bribe no and na ekuye wo krom enya president Akufo-Addo na he said he was to pass on nko entra bribe na mo to Ghana for delegates mo gino mo na mo say Ghana because mo delegates no na yesi koyi Nyankopon amashira wo delegate say wo yasumasi kwame mashira wo mi Nyankopon mashira ma ya delegate koyi nipa mo medi o man Ghana so me man Ghana so na wo delegate no wakogina ho na waje bribe agia ne o man no say we are president Akufo-Addo ma ya odan so eti yasremu ada president no he should come again. So apart from that, no, but okay, say Ghana has in here a leading anti-corruption warrior kesia power against corruption. I'm talking about Honorable Domlevo and our president, our great leader, President Akufo-Addo, and Honorable Osafo Mafo. Always in the flash star fast, mutu pam no koye. Ama corruption no asa peja ni mu.
Uji di se omo pamono.
Oh, na say oh, the office kwa mutu mo ba ore fia na. Ya me na run office kwa nkofa ne wallet ni ade da ho nyina o mentimi ankofa. What ya say? Na say ne oja no, who fio every office na oja wallet na okofa. Obekwa ni assistant lock no.
I know say on leave. Accumulated leave. You can say uncle. So to call the buy and say the time aso.
Oh, ba hio. Unse na anu ade ya president echo leave. Ewo France with the descendants of Maria Antoinette, where they spent quality time at the Palace of Versailles. Built by King. Yes, from built. Very important. Built by King Louis the 16th of France. These are the almighty bourgeoisies are President Akufo-Addo no mo ko Chilean. Etina President Akufo-Addo ko leave no oba no na yesi president ya Kofie Konima. Ya ne sanke be ne de. So free France and Maria Antoinette abusiafo akọ Chile ekodi di cake no. Oba yesi ma unko flash star fast be president. Go back to Nima. You think much. That would be fair? That wouldn't be fair.
Meda say any out ye soprano Sapon Sylvester no na ma memra Godwin Mahama eso Godwin issues are a good board no corruption allegations yede abo mampanyin appointees what you're sending na ya hwehwem 2022 budget bro ministry minority say honorable my speaker eba one more ebe fresh
corruption
entimpacho to us
no problem.
okay
Mami, I think we need to correct this. On says Accra High Street here, they are to Professor Mills. I in idea to say Professor Mills Street. I don't see the reason why Ghana near 50 years and you see Jubilee House. But people don't want to address it as Jubilee House. They still want to call it as Flagstaff House. That is the purpose in which we built
the name
that
officially.
Not that official. It's not the whole place. Flagstaff House was just a portion. But yes,
that now on a Flagstaff House.
I understand the point very well. And I
mean, new edifice.
Mami, Accra High Street, the Professor Mills na you.
And so
you are no.
Am my friend?
So see you jet to my mummy and hypocrisy. See you need to my condemn. But
yes,
Ghana Nibia NJ are 72 mu ye.
Ghana Nibia NJ
the all kind in terms of Flagstaff House and a Jubilee House in the then.
Sir, it was originally named Jubilee House.
Sure.
And this mobile number and the Flagstaff House. And after Yasan be the Jubilee House.
Until Obia or reason or the year. Until when? Yensu.
Because me bow. Yes. It's a Jubilee celebration.
Jubilee celebration.
Mama to us.
Me nko ho. Share me 10 minutes ase.
Okay.
Mandiama.
Yes.
President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Nyame anim ne no kware se wada. On sorry.
Okay.
Because in some bia oka sometimes e bro adwene ne ntiase so. Because the Ghana phone na nim say or superintending over a very corrupt government in the history of this country. Now the oka and nyame won because for the first time in the history of this country any enya president ono ankasa e de ne ho folly corruption mu. Nani nuanom enso di omo folly corruption mu nti the only option or one say obekata omo so because no wanhwe yi ono ankasa no ne to bedadi wanhwe yi enso ani nuanom to beden e bedadi nti di oye ne say minkoso a enka say keta asehye ne proye eni ma ban mu me bia menya akonya bia no meka the same thing na ento Ghana 40 mu say ma ban mu obi bia eniwa or involving in corruption. I mean, say Ghana for any day. Ghana for nimse na Baimu has been recorded as the most corrupt government in the history of this country. Probe ben on my ye. Entia president man no kware ana chire Ghana for eniema SN efata. Andiama under the fight against galamsey illegal mining. Ye Ghana hana machines ne excavators yagigi fi galamseyers for ho yet about 500 etu akoriem why na investigate here minu ka say to ne yentimi investigate obi the then environmental minister if I say Frimpong Boateng, yes sorry Professor Frimpong Boateng accuse I think one of the regional ministers na ye decide na ye de ashen nsa so no na wafa 500 excavators no minister we American no was say MPP appointee ana no a say ni nyanko MPP ni na ono ne garage na ye park sa excavators no wono ono na ye nko bisa no up to ne ye hwehwe mu ye nti obi aye excavators no so a ande ma ye de ba ko pe be wura mu dan we mu a enko no 500 ni yehu na why na afa inti president no onim inti o say why investigate bibia no this one has it been investigated etuo na gold omo gigi fee excavators no ho no the last time na MP honorable Kennedy Japan akasa bisa ne party for say won ma gigi sa gold ni etuo no won fambra because I call galamsey site yanji only excavator o yagigi gold ni na any tuo ni na anameboa e wa hifa have they accounted for it no nti president no ombra biom. The next point boss 5 million contaminated fuel deliberately omu kan petrol and a diesel ebom atoma company and as at that time no mu nye licensed, and this one is on record. Into investigation na mu ya mutimi exonerate that company na the odisa contract ni masa company na no mu ni license to deal in oil no. What I can say? Because that company moving pina no mu ni license. So you see ya the contract ni ema. Asa mi gusu wo ho ne akosi sen Australian visa. Your friend minister nimpo say Pius Hena Majide. Onu ani minister because no onu your deputy minister of sports. Onu ani substantive minister. Say onu ni nsabon wom or accuse ni deputy minister. Say nam ne so na sa bribery and corruption e call so a ye dani MPP for the year journalist e dey call Australia. E go Ghana ni ma support. I get me. In some American NDC na account, anya Ghana for na account. Eye MPP fo no mo accuse o mo nkrofo. Minister of Sports say oye no ani deputy. E na ejiji nkrofuska. E dey won call Australia. And ya chi obi. The same honorable minister no. The only thing the president I say was some bonabaso or bonabaso the nifi deputy minister of sports. I didn't call deputy minister of information. And Mami Mountain maybe I say before I ever show you now when you Kenya I think omuko Eastern region one of our programs. Eko ka say Pius ne ho song when the investigation was not even hasn't even started. Now what president appointed? Now okako hwehwe ne appointee mu. Now what is say president can o baby say nipa na akọ hwehwe ni nsemu no ne ho song a who dare you to go and accuse that person? Until na man ne Ghana phone call ani na afre president Nado clearing agent because before investigation be koso no na wa pa akwanya bi so ama Ghana fa ka say oh nipa we de wa nya hwe until immediately abaka bia no then the investigators hands are tied because uko contrary to their president Kana you lose your job. I get me ya wa Ghana ha and vice president Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia I say Ghana 2.5 million Ghana cedi. They were cut to post GPS. This GPS. They are existing already. As I say, we na Ghana for you. The only thing a company we here is we find the same as I say app. SSI interface no. At the Ghana red, gold, green, in black stars no. At to her and they named it Ghana Post GPS. I get me. I say Ghana 2.5 million. Ghana cedis on this app. Our investigate vice and up to date. Nothing has been done. There were Ghana had no much and say about 12 million fertilizers. Ayedi Eco Bois planting for food and jobs. Aira. Fertilizers worth 12 million Ghana cedis. Andiama, tell me. That's shame. Yeah, please. That's why I'm making this the president can say all issues more. And then no quarry and true na president in HR. Sorry for me to say so, but the minute do say you can't quarry no. The president is not saying the truth. Fertilizers I see young fan planting for food and jobs. Now MPP chairman, MPP secretaries, MPP youth organizers, as smuggle worth 12 million. What Tiana Obo NDC chairman Ubo Bidi. Meso Tiana Obo NDC member di Ubo Bidi.
The woman who accused them, none of them came.
Because I am a party for and we had that fertilizers nintinu. President no entimi amaya nyawu ehwehwem. Worth 12 million Ghana cedi. Unim dia saska no betimi aye. E betimi esi school. E betimi esi hospital. Ana meboa. E betimi ato several ambulances. Ama other people. Na ma tenasi ama mo party for ewia that fertilizer. Na president say they approve everything. Enye no kware. I say president he must come again. Ghana for enye junkies o. Ye nie bie ye nim de ekọ. Ye wo Ghana ha. And yes, asem. The president, the interference of state institutions, irrespective of whether a NDC and a MPP nipa and a accusing and a training same one. And can same one in an by this time a bit of prison. Or ma won kwine. There were Ghana Hano Muse under John Mahama or my contract Cocoa Roads into a move as to say Chronodibia Eden Akoso. Ebe say Ghana 10 million Ghana cedis somebody call audit. They didn't find a single corrupt issues in that said Cocoa Road contract. And I must say Ghana is capital 10 million Ghana cedis. The car me boy uti emi yes kaketo awo. The car ebe timi assistant crofo shebre. And I make kan wasem. Anjema yenko enim yet Ghana ha no mo kire ensehwe the then National Health Insurance, Health Insurance, National Lottery Authority, then director, my former MP, Ofi Osei Ameya, honorable. Within a day, etimi man hearing near contractor about 12 contractor won't go through the public procurement. Conflict of interest, Nigeria near contract up to date. You're investigating here. I get me. You were Ghana had almost millions of cedis. I could train the youth in street light fixing. And how to fix street light. You be training. I could say billions of Ghana cedis. You see, I have a lot of corruption issues under this government. The fact is that president and I think say wada makasa wada I'm sorry and that's a buapayo and on person obedia to muse or superintending over a very corrupt government in the history of this country. I mean say Ghana phone nim nipa oye Ghana phone nim nipa the MPP party here for the past 5 years. The last issue
your time is up.
No problem.
Nana K.
Mami. That's it. Me use opportunity Fanchia MPP Osunuko Kuku Amanyoko Funyina. Now men can't party for say party no issue a statement. The National Delegate Conference a year call from Saturday, Sunday, Monday. O Kumasia Santimemono. Obi qualifies so betimi abahubi. Ubi ukuta COVID-19 vaccine card. Una ye minister, you want when you boss, una ye when you mean MP, whoever you are. One year ubia ya vaccinate wa
COVID
paniena and more for so busy work right because you're and a COVID-19 safety protocols and so party ni be dealing in so pepe said the beya yankofa or how BIAMAH Maame de tosu mi no mentia me constituency asante achim south for nim say we ase o ma bimu go ha o mutie neat fm ame om se mentia ma no mpe wasem pa maame maham e kasa no o start free Mampeni Adenanko Akufo-Addo why involved in all the corruption cases in Ghana. Now I'm so disappointed. Also pretend the corruption. Now also pretend the corruption. Not corruption. Who you be free? Please, Mame, I'm so disappointed. Do you know why? No. Obia ni maimu what me appointed out to Mampeni Akufo-Addo say sa computer na Mampeni udi any mu negotiate isi enkoto. Wabu o maino. Ariati kurum ha. Former President John Dramani Mahama, the president, Professor Moss, am I investigating because of hunger? Aircraft, Airbus, Hunsensem, Mahame de Kofa, Airbus, be a popular or my muhenina, Elman Radio Mahamantia. And so many etmenia kukudro, Air Casaba Mampenia Akufo-Addo, any single case on one casa directly involved. Now, Mami, I'm sad. You know why? You were investigative organizations bebree wo maimu se NDC for so more evidence is your mo kan ho asemi a eno ma your mai bone se besi ne omo fa nkrofo mi involve no ma me enko court enko yoku enko special prosecutor no mo te radio so ena edi ensem. Now you see se me nua ni refi amekai no o ye the first degree no ye kire ni bibi ni refi o ye contract law o wi o ye company law ye kire no. So when you come to court, the rule of the game is evidence. if you don't have evidence maame ubetimi enti no me no is already so no and some of can me propaganda bi keke so evidence na de ko no akwa challenge court the court way nipa sumasi machino Pius and Hajida Boni no ya chen say one na kofa MPP for me minim a single MPP member SAS person sem no ka ho bi but you see omo ye ni ho man be ye bibi to say na maame onim na tie ndisi for years ano what is your be a friend corruption perception index omo ye ni say perception not confirmed enti ya bon ye de bebre a ebe ma Ghana corruption perception akosoro enti man BIAMAH na ehwe ani mama mi tinu ya me fe the we see you tinu die wa wi o man sika na ade ye dey ani hey na perception index for na peke number 1 nom dey ato ho ya mama hwe manim na me na manim nyam na nsen kra mama nim say excavator kra mu si ayere ewi a chele stand this for the beto abonti na me din we si mienu abedi mi ho mama minim da bi excavator mposi minim excavator ho adwuma me dwa so na me firi ye ho ye ntu gold ye nya mining enti minim mining ho maache enso yesi makwaje excavator NDC for me hu sa lesson na muzengo for mon kanokre omo kanokre ba ku se bi go me ni mine na bia kra mpo me ni mine na mpadamfo ene makonya excavator na ma me excavator ho nsema na me ni me se me nya abotre na me addressing issues ni nyina excavator ho nsema ka se 500 excavators no ma me minister then eba abonten after investigation course no he came out to tell Ghanaians and said they have found almost 500 excavators was Sankaregwa. I sat on your show here. Obi fry from a Sankaregwa. I said, "Mama, can you no excavators ni go?" But then this for can the bank and go was him. Omo can the bank and go was him.
Later no excavators.
Sankaregwa, mama, me so obi tie fra Sankaregwa. I wonder the pressing Vanguard for the co packing go here. Na nya so obi ayira. Na nya so obi afabi. Mama, my ko me na ko do so mama tiatim. Excavators was there. And this will be better bonting. Now we're trying to na MB before say excavators and you got and I make a choice the man who's on me at true for say me almost didn't say me no abedi me and I must say the whole thing is fake because me nya excavator waduma me nim excavator boy me who be until say me am di a chire kwa Sankaregwa hobby e ko share excavators na sisi wo no mommy I used to have pictures on that. I'll search for it and send it to you. The excavators are there. And the omunya sa mere propaganda na and this for the tum futro egu Ghana for any no. Mami, ye kwa yanim na Ghana for nyina anim say amemo no baby e beto no no. Enye sa net ye. Ya peja de film pempenso bi akodum pempenso bi. Na me am ngonwa. Say NDC for evidence we nyina na still wam so omon court dia. Ghana for hunu krofo kro omo ye. Na afi omon judge omo. Na me nue kasa about fertilizer. Smuggling. Mame, mo media fo nyame nhira mo. Mo na mudi police fo achi. Ekwache car. Na load fertilizers they cross Cote d'Ivoire. Is it Cote d'Ivoire or Mali say Burkina Faso. Mame why na car na man any dia. NDC chairman.
Not even tell us.
NDC chairman, he's aware.
They could not tell us.
Go to Google and type NDC chairman who was involved in fertilizer smuggling.
Google yourself.
And you will see. They should stop this kind of lies. You NDC, Munana Mushat, my money media. See a Jama planting for food and job, Nikoswa. Abino, and very relevant. It's a very fertilizer and a cotodi. NDC are Jumboni Kutomono. That is what. And I said, I'm a professional robbers. Mommy, oh, they look at Tuntaya. Minion. Ati Hanon said, Oman Penyaku for Aban, Ech Ghana for said he's fixing street light. And I'll tell him, say, it's far better than from Mampenida John Mahama, who be trying to Ghana for say, or the Ghana skate training, not the city city bicycle. Mammy, Sule ba, when I tell the Bessere. Puseni Bana tell the Bessere. Anana tell the full idea. Who couldn't reach the Kuala one and when you're 5 years on the bicycle tree. On the motor tree, but I'm going to Ghana front row. Some training nordness said the city bicycle because any more discanity. And you have the guts to sit on this and tell Ghanaians and say, "Man, Penyaku for those who watch street life fixing, baby out here. Man, me kind of baby out here." And Kofu could train you on fixing street lights and they do us here. And the difference is that, mommy first street lights are near you, so no, they halogen, and then you use LED. LED ho adwuma is different from halogen. And to say we name LED ho adwuma, maame ado ko gina wa ba fix it emma. I'm a professional when it comes to those electricals. LED bar so maame more a regent to invest for abaso. Na me adwuma ho. But because of electrical background, they sponsored me to go and study LED. And no regent invest and ya buy no near me opposition. And when it comes to LED in sense na won tia se nya botre ni educative. Eya dia just ye training wo ansa no watimi aye ho adwuma. And so study a maame na ye street light so wa hwe kroma ye change to do na to the LED no. Simply because halogen no maame si fix back wo han met si dia fix LED ni mako 100. Electricity consumption. LED ni so bright. Say ni we fear me kind na me chest on one consequence your timu. So maame mampani Akufo do kase na point is a man for said that bomb musobo so omo ye corrupt no. First of all, evidence be no mutimi ba about corruption allegation here the bomb no. Maame see the investigation ni bi special prosecutor investigation ni bi okroma wonim. You kwaya investigation ni bi. Mo evidence bi anko over there dem prosecute nipa no. Wo see nipa ne corrupt. Corrupt now so ye ni date no ye corrupt. E dey na hu ye nti aso ye corrupt. Enti wo kwa na do evidence akogu ho. Maame ba ko mienu miensa. Me ankasa me buba senso buachidin. So no ba senso buache and what jiji scan no de nkofo komampani ho. Edu ho no mo antimi afa ko prove. You couldn't prove it. Enti say IGP wana say CID no. Na wa obebo your charge no for evidence ama no. No say charge na akakenti ba prosecute nipa no. Obekwa kogu nanimu ase wo court. Enti yesra mo maame me I'll be very happy. Let me say this. I'll be very happy. So be concrete evidence. Me, even if I get some against any appointee of this government, me then be court. Do you know why? Ghana is bigger than NPP. Ghana is bigger than NDC. So if you have opportunity to serve in this nation, serve diligently. Not for your stomach's sake.
Nana Kwadjeje Yabua NPP National Communications Team member and no Eric Okubo did not see what the way free became. And was maybe God bless you for the good work you're doing for Mother Ghana. Ben Sam nos mame correct him. Is the hotel for former President Kufuor? Soprano si Kufuor hotel. No was Kufuor to hotel. Former President Kufuor Diana. Was he a nyane dia? Rain. Oh, okay.
Because man penny that Kufuor bananga say say matis waton. They say simple work.
Hotel no. Yeah, long time. Aye. Raindorf Amankwano say it's very surprising that the NDC keeps saying they own the free senior high school education policy. How on earth would anyone in his clear state of mind put forth such an argument, claiming free senior high school is the brainchild of a policy they publicly bastardized and organized over 30 media advertisements against it, not forgetting the demonstrations against same. Wapa Raindorf for the no mame enkom animansa Musa Abatwa no si good day mami BIAMAH AKWAFO. Extremely high expectations from an overwhelming number of Ghanaians on the NDC caucus in parliament not to let us down in our collective resistance of the e-levy. Minority cannot oblivious of this legitimate demand from the people they represent across the country. We cannot accept another burden when we are already suffering to pay nuisance taxes. May God help us win for Ghana. George Nyako say, you the host, you are a biased woman. Hey, George Nyako, I'm my head. What did I do? Hey, was it you host? You are a biased woman, but hey, George, will you prove it? Be a done, I'm a bias. George. And Dr. Kwame J. if we are to be honest, what effort has President Akufo-Addo put in place in fighting against corruption under his own government, especially about PDS, a Japan deal, missing excavators? Ghanaians want to know if indeed the president is seriously fighting corruption under his own government. My greetings to Madi Jibril. Moses Lamte, CPP, please tell us what you are bringing to Ghanaians. Achimbwedi. And was a good afternoon pachopi or why hina kwesi a champon and was say the best way for Ghana to develop and most youth gain employment after school is the introduction of TVET. So I encourage this government to establish TVET across the board and help our young ones to gain knowledge and expertise to help Ghana's economy some years to come. Dan Kwesi Boche, and was a good afternoon, pretty queen. In Nanado's own voice, he said his people are not corrupt. Ghanaians know. Hey, you. God Almighty, have mercy on this country. My messages way and 100 na kekwan yen to so na yene yen komono. The 2022 budget no and the minority just say nyame ya dom Speaker of Parliament back or return from the trip now. One more ebele fresh motion.
You see how many minutes? What do you mean?
Mami, my best 7 minutes.
Aye, what delay me? Why you 1 minute every month?
7 minutes because of your time. Now you me because I was say. Make 5.
That's also money 5 minutes.
7.
Enti say nana hema person ka me de sa asemi a wo busemi. So our topic we about minority person. Emma speak about
the fresh motion aba.
Mame ensha she tio. There's a parliament, a minority in parliament no e can say same way out. I think say it dilutes the integrity of parliament.
I didn't see.
Yeah. You see, because ruling now mo person mo overthrow no. So it was allowed by somebody acting as speaker.
The speaker said.
And we want to see some consistency. Are they saying say papa no better now no onye qualified so be say adwuma na are they trying to raise a constitutional question? A be slow and down I have my problems with this sort of omode Ghana for bossy so no nti say ene na speaker ni honuma ana speaker honuma no make judgment bi ana ruling bi oni honuma na de osina name no 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 so aba no abobo na collect
we am say na koye
na say speaker omo say oni ahode pa hospital yi ye me pese me hu ni say nti say an the speaker ne ba na in case said the minority in parliament for no pe no oyem wo mo na in case say o to call appointment e wo Dubai. You know, I say physical man or time koye appoint ni pay nechi no. I what you pay every month no. Na your man is scab you. To onko hospital ne bia ne ho mfa na. Na sa panyin na odi na ade no otu kan na anu ade. Oba na ono so oba be san edane no na che say ye ayi che say totals. And totals no say sa no mo de totals MPP for ne de mo boy totals. So I have my problems with that. Na I also wanted to link it to the front page of the Daily Graphic. About yana na sante hina all can say parliament for no or say money government a year no. Oba say okay last week as last 2 weeks no. Me so me can say same we say. Tio me no I believe say e da Ghana for to Obama Nana Akufo-Addo. So say Ivor Green Street ejina ho. So Honorable Ivor Green Street ejina ho with the ideas from Convention People's Party. Be ma ho fe. Ojina ho no mo koto ma Nana Akufo-Addo no. Sada na pre na me hu se.
No be so man hu Ivor na.
Oh, say be o man hu ni ye. So I hu se na so ni chichi no as bourgeoisie nti ana wan hwe ana ade start o. So nti nti say me feel so man hu Ivor ye. Ana say be o man te candidate Ivor Green Street na asem ni ye. And o mo koto ma Nana Akufo-Addo. Ene ye no. So but the American say Nana Asante ne aka asem critical. Tio we are trying to run our country and move it out of a situation bia ede or how kese eda o man no so o man maso. So me say me gina ha say the American me nyananka Ivor Green Street na wene. However, President Akufo-Addo wa wene no. I respect the fact so ye president. And in fact, I na me bom pae mano. Say inka president no nyankopon nhira no. Na say the osi brei. Inka won the oye ebinya ye kakra. So bro for me almost say e pronounce e po e ho na ekosoro. E ho na ekofom. Omo friend high tide and low tide. Into almost say a rising tide lifts all boats. It is ensure you page akosoro the peja bibia so nti nanado no nti ya ka say no krane wo nti nanado etoto papa so say do si bubu fa so no ana me se Ghana for enko kan speech Mrs Johnson Sirleaf ebemaye no a guest of honor any the hope na African leaders apart from Ghanaians ye wo Nana Akufo-Addo any his so-called team A ni o oba team A no eni enti ye person nanado a prosper. But we don't want the government to come to a standstill. Yeah, na ebehayen on till yeah veranda boys no. Say government eba standstill ye pa na ebebre because nanado no yeah obetime ha aeroplane no okọ France no odware so MPP from Penyinfo yi honorable Osafo Maafo mu ni ade
say wo di kwakosi
me de kwakosi say
what start be say Robi Asante Kotoko hene action
me can asem ma me nka ma asem agurade Nyankopon me ka ma say na so interrupt me sir so the American say the American say the country must run. NDC4 should understand say they lost the election. So President Akufo-Addo is the president of the Republic of Ghana. And because of that, no, the New Patriotic Party has been mandated to manage the economy. They propose the budget. At the NDC4, we are the end budget. And yes, I know. President in the budget, no, the Abano, and in the Ekro. And Timon share.
They should accept it.
No. They shouldn't accept it. But they should, act in good faith and debate it. The Constitution enjoins the Minister of Finance to present a budget. So NDC4 cannot hold Ghana ransom. Some no budget now. It's there no budget.
But some pinpoint said there are certain things they should go and change it, revise it.
Oba na me kan smacho yen say cry CPP for na Kenya nka ye mu bi ho man Kenya na nka Minister of Finance cry resign because you feel so onya ade. But that is not our call. President any people so be adwuma na ma no any honorable Oforiata any ordinaba. So enti enye say bia mo NDC for mo say mo mpe. I mean mo mpe enti dien really. It move by hold the Ghana standstill na. Now I think say NPP for National Democratic Congress no. They are I believe they have patriots in their midst. I've been listening to the minority leader, Honorable Idrisu, and I think, sir, he's making sense to me. Or can be to say, 11 amount for issue say Nanado a 200 GB come and a bushing for no. I didn't see this confusion be brave. 11 is saying no. NDC for Honorable Idrisu, SWTS and KBR, Emra 1%. Me say, now if you say, I say about 0.30%. So I say, but this is the essence of parliamentary negotiations. We are expecting, say, the minority in parliament, more focused on passing a budget. Obama no see I bet me I run a country na omunya is omuye roadblock no because the last thing this country can afford COVID time win because right now we are on our knees so the last thing we can afford is a government jam. Say government now but stand still because NDC for no NTS. They should understand that they did not win the election.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Soprano and Oten and Ghana. Godwin. Yes.
Before I make call, I used to 2 minutes in front.
Hey, 2 minutes back.
Or just a minute. No, yes, of my own time. Mami put you on record, say, as some aminu and a cake, say. There were evidence, you found confirming court. Maybe this is one question. And we no more opposition. I no more accuse NDC government officials. So we are corrupt. Until we backwa. Then I do them go for that's on no. I didn't go to court. Who tell me? Every issue. Me please. Me say move. Oh.
Now I book a pele. Muna mna go court.
See, 7 minutes now, mommy no. As some of these minister say, evidence. NDC for young for MPP from go to court. Anameboa. Abuka pele when they didn't go to court. I John Dramani Mahama. Into sometimes mukasa muntie mu material in my first submission say na do danko Akufo-Addo I know who for investigative bodies into say obi aka so start here uba unu say na wa ko program asako ka say ma ban we dey hwinim into onya kan wie pe your hands are tight. Because the contrary to say your president, who the appointee. The second point, say NDC, the Sikako trainee nodness on motor riding. Now must enye, the person was must enye, into move all the magic to come and change and do better. Under the Zongo Development Fund, must move just Kako trainee Zongo so. Said you near watch it. And the MPP phone and move training Zongos. Said you munya watch it. Please. Me see Mustafa Hamid. Oh.
Where's a training as Antony said you?
Mandiama. Where in me, where in no. So let me say under the Zongo Development Fund, Mustafa Hamid and Kase Ombe training Zongos. That is it. You see, una oka say yen kan kware. But in another breath, in true jaro na uchan.
I say be anye zongo phone ni mu
me say or your specific say. Aye Zongo Development Fund. Or say the ko trainee Zongo ma say ni ye watch it.
The B can be.
Yes, B. Into no ka so munti omo. The next point about list. NDC and file list of one excavators war munsa amba out da. The more party for the who realist no and I'm list na ba say it men from the share na say listen the old ya ba ya can was about only mandiama the emi ya was man na ke e kan no say ye gigi excavators bronu obo ye no enye the only bronu ana ye keep excavators wo nkran ha kra na ye keep bi ana me boa it is said dia na wo honum no eye intacta other places no out of the amujiji in 500 rai.
Oh, say 500 and there was
amujiji more than 500 excavators.
Wow.
And out of the amujiji, you know, Ghana we cannot account for 500. And then American was him. Minister Nakasa Muaka say one of Nana Dankwa appointees, I think, regional minister for Western region, and as a deputy. I don't know where we are excavators, no. And I'm in America. And I'm a boy. Until him, I am they say at least at one point you want to be patriotic. But me you am for because Ghana phone in him say that excavators no much. The next issue say President Mahama you investigating Mandiama and the late Mills. Now still who ye journalist and I'm a boy. Did you in any day hear and not read any publication say late Mills investigating Mahama? Catch me. Can I get a phone? There was no case. You see, Omogusu can't trust and true just to make it the truth. But nobody investigated John Mahama. My last issue here on Ameri say, Mimbo ended contractor president was involved. Ameri deal. You the command President Nanado document. I'm a king kind na. And what happened in his signature also. At the end of the I see he was misled in signing the contract and now ya inflated figure no by I think by 800 million. One kind sana or sign. Or kind sana or sign. But now what you to muso person sign you just cano no mu yifim edinintinu obunani guso. But for the minority in parliament and can another go for the assign contract to ebe Ghana for 800 million Ghana cedis. And then I'm about to know. Yanko yenim.
Have 2 minutes to end.
Manjama, on this parliament issues, me bo the minority abaso because na now the Danko Akufo-Addo aban enye ne Ghana for ho. Almost your pombra ye bre ni na ni taxes omo da to Ghana for so. Any petrol omo ntimi nso anu ade che de se ni na ekosoro, gari buo ekosoro, emubuo ekosoro no. Omo Sunday tax I friend e-tax about the 2 Ghana for so. And the finance minister said even put ATM. Minister say what can ya? So get ATM. Now the ko yisika our bank crampa you bet to 1.75. Are you getting me? And yenya the NDC minority in parliament yen the yaji Ghana for say yen din too much ne and din too much na. Inti ye bo budget ni ye den egu ye. And speaker etu kwan and MPP speaker esambe take over and oma omoye den omo pass here their minority leader issue release or say in your own breath as deputy speaker no who say unya speaker. But who say the same order of parliament, you know, and they are rescinding the decision of the speaker. If that is the case, dear, so unya speaker dear, and the young train, the speaker ne bar, no mbra mede, ombe ni ejuma. It is the speaker
no one presiding over.
But so ononka say I say unya speaker.
Oh, Senator.
And as at that time, you see the mistake on here, and say a motion was filed, and a ujama debate motion on parliament to say obi file motion. That's how person ubo to go. We don't debate it. At least ye na wiye. And case automa parliament. Those who are in favor say aye. Those who are not in favor say no. And case o ye no. Who say that be na me am person be jeje, which is against parliamentary rules.
That's it. I was here for Godwin Mahama and Otenen Kanana K.
Amen. I need you. The Africa report. We are online, Africa online. The
Africa report.
Mami, read the relatives, starting from the relative. Just a portion. Omo blog here.
The time we go.
When you for Embraer what?
Exactly.
Airbus May 11 May 2020. And we by Oliver Home. Ghana John Mahama splashed by Airbus corruption affair.
Your kind of the recent one.
Where the Africa report. So we read the article now. The exact data incidents nisi to November 2010.
It's not true.
It's there.
It's not true.
Please. Oh, kasa metenasi ye dima ucha wontro. Ucha wontro no. You cannot read it from someone's site. And yet they may make someone's website and me read it free. Enti se sabe obetena ha na wunim de wo kan ba cho nyabotre maame eto da won o man we de niam bi di agro na godie ni do so dodo medical na wa fidi so aka kire wo say me myself I will be very happy see benya concrete evidence against any other government official kamia melidi because sabe maame yanso adwuma se nya bia e betimi aye bi o to obi akono commerce ya pa any opportunity na create am reserve player yegusu bar reserve idie ma me nyadwemboni ne we yetrim na emum se adwuma ne fono na so mbebie ma uja ho ne efra yenzo ko akopɛ bia ye enti wo mu any evidence wo mu fa mu wo de bo aye nya adwuma ne bi nya ye no na yenzo enya opportunity akonya bia ye na the America on minority in parliament eniema ekoso no I believe sir we have to look at Ghana as a whole and stop looking at our political party interest. Now, mentiasi say, papa, say was he a j budget in it and now say ye personal interest in tea or see bogu. First of all, I want to take my time and address this issue. NDC for raising concerns over Keta defense. Yeah. Finance Minister Babontin said it was an oversight. Enti new ayi odi aban wodi ahyem wagiatum say sabi entwe but na omo another plan to resolve that issue just say appeal budget but if NDC or the minority want to see it in the budget a review no oye wagitum why review no di ahyem mama I think they raised about 5 different points even on the e-levy NDC for raising concerns say too high. Finance Minister according to Deputy Finance Minister John Kuma I see about 1.5 instead of 1.75. If they think it's still not enough, they should raise concern on it. I believe we should, judge and get to a better conclusion. Not in the interest of your friend say any individual, but mining tea. Secondly, they raise concern on GRA Wahonum, Naya Kofa private company. Amana Babeji sa e-levy no. Asa charge ye piece wo. Meba. Omere one chire dintia. Mame, Finance Minister Babontin bi. Say, if Ghanaians are not happy with say a Dema private company now, they have withdrawn. They are giving it to GRA for GRA. If they need training, they will train the GRA staff to do it for us. I think this Finance Minister, when it comes to his work, he's ready to work with the minority. Issues over raising, Mami, Papa now responded one after the other. Our response or the abani here. Me, the only problem I have is and the NDC in the minority, almost attention the e-levy. Ubera, I think the finance minister didn't respond by e-levy no money convinced that it's too much. They still have to reduce it or scrap it off. The MSR finance ministry they say bet me on the nation one survey. Mr. Ghana for the almost surgery about e-levy Now for Ghana for some former drain remember. The minimum say your money here the engine finance minister introduce here and before be the oman watum say sabe abaya what they net was a mudi agrono. You always result in loans. Me the MSR finance ministry ni say mame there are many Ghanaians are omo yejumo to tax.
Lots of loopholes.
Any pay tax it's just about 30% pay. Is it 10% or 30%? I think recent research BPR bonting, so I think 10 or 30% pay to tax. The majority yentia. Me can be my milk can be. There be one of the Indians who won't you. Would you the take from source? No, me no me no give tax yet to be that. And Americano, needed for, would it for taxes? Not see a come here, my accounting student. Yes, see a court taxes in we near Chinipa. Ghana yenya baby in Fangrofungu. Because me catch us about 95% of Ghanaians differ. Me can be the master. Me say me can be. Me to me mama me di. My bomb young kasa me di. Na minister na enka home. It has to say even John Mahama can be. How many times what to say man penny be go to your gift tax? Mami what to be that? How many times what to say minister be akwaso to your gift tax? Me no me no da be na be. But and also your money. A criminal offense. So me ba beche o mobile phone yi, na ma me mobile phone yi bo 1,000 Ghana cedi. Also kwati yare. Me 1,000 Ghana cedi valued phone. Mo calculate gift tax e waso na me njia. Na me nyama so mde anu so me phone. We will not do it.
Ebinom so wo adwen bi say. Loopholes na wo tax system no me edoso. Thank you me ani ekuhu e na ye hwe say the right people mo ye adwuma no obi abetua ne tax. Tax no so ye gia and go be bottom the right source. And there wouldn't be the need for that illegal.
I've said this many times. Say, me ya sorry penny. Me ya sorry ba. Na sorry ni Jessica. See the kwa church bus. The Jessica no. Yenye bia bus na ekoto ne boy 100,000 Ghana cedi. Ya ba for die. Yenya 70,000 Ghana cedi. Ni amfa nkoto bus na se. Ni ese ya fail the emergency aba. Ye dine no se ko rufi. Near the Kurufi, sorry, Diana. Somebody like me who be contribution na mintia. So the nation should be very specific when it comes to the usage of our tax. Me, mommy, I'm not happy. Loopholes, no, I'm also not happy. And I'm there wrap up. Loopholes, no, I'm also not happy.
Okay.
Tieti mi tuetia. Na yetia tax na go individuals bottom money. Ubani award the contract to Fumbi and Faswoni so. Irrelevant contract near the Amobi simply because chlorophobia searchire sanko this cannot chedinti. Mame, Mrs. Some of these things may evidence can drop to yeah, was see serious as a nation. Obi biara de adwuma ma said dano. Jene o mine ho first. Hansan wa jene wo parochial interest. But the nay yeah titi en mame metia madabia me wasem bia meka. There you have opportunity to serve at a particular office. Also, you're genuine. Yeah, this office in the mouth. Now, who say, yay, soprano, Manum Jana Midday, Sam Koya, Tobo, Mammy Candia. Sir, and go for no more. Well, what's the 1 year this can go sack with the other we? Now, share, Mammy, if you flat soprano, our you Madina Bonteso. Na
wafo trot
bra tu si dio na se so ntimito na mami ara hosam ne se soprano ka kongo de tu si yamade tu si dia na mesre wonim de dia ya wo jantie we kire he ye e ho no didi nyamba kire so didi mami nyamba kire didi me ho wo bo kakra nya tate Ghana cedi ne joint no wo wia no be ka kire yen se kongo de 2 cedi wele 2 cedi ontiminto e yen tro no twatire Ghana fo
say na na ke me da se so ba ye Mahama me ba also wrap it up mama
BIAMAH on the e-levy assembly you see a woman say
oh wrap it up just a minute
a woman say makin kan say you see aye de ka koma Ghana Revenue Authority, I'm a JJ tax na mine. For me, we as NDC, still you should air fight it. Still as for the e-levy there. No. Okay. Because bed in the Ghana force.
But we are not ready for it. So the different.
You issue statement on that.
So the minority leader can so their party.
Make us a minority as a whole.
Okay.
Even for a issue statement that Chief Whip Muntaka and an Ensasha.
Okay.
Yeah, against him. Okay. But say you funny say impose a be happy now. Okay? They are all heading the GRA. Reverend Amishadai. The fact is that man on born who modern. Yeah, me can go out now. Can go born who modern. Anka in the first place, bisa who say, Ada na buy no beka sanka or subcontracted collection of e-levy. Adiama company B. Ama ye tuya 243 million Ghana cedi. Na ye be tuya ma Ghana fwa kasa. Ansa na ye be ko mo ho. Abai na kasa hwene se papa no only the competence. So be ye adwuma na sometimes no about say ye forces say ye fan ko ho. But ye betimi yi papa na fio a the competent person. Akosha wan say ni pana didi because adwuma no ontimi nya na dey share the sample a. Oba say adwuma no.
Me da say Mahama Godwin na o ten kan soprano wie ma me.
Me opanyi no profile or a highly qualified. Excuse me. Let me qualify. Policy no. If we executive branch of government, president in the party no, and we policy ba. It is said the president the budget name ban. Sana system no run unti as ya back class. No, see naturally is a government. So in the first place,
Mama government, Mama country.
That's my point. But the president
the first way,
Mama maninka say.
The issue is I don't understand.
No, Mama can say.
I don't understand.
No, Mama can say.
That's why you're offended. Debate me retract.
Yes, I don't understand how.
Also, say tutorials.
Okay, let me clarify because any insult and I be. Let me say. But of course.
Oh yeah, in the first place, only
the American say, and you know, anyone in a certain policy or you mama government, you have to follow the government policy. Won't be Papa no Amishada in your policy. Highly qualified. No. Maybe point now me making no. Maybe point now.
Qualification was high.
Oh, Sana can. Can you Amishada highly qualified? Point now me making no. And they say, maybe final statement I'm a person making no. Concerning your parliament, Ghana parliament. And the fact say, yeah, primaries. Ama yatwa about 2020. Yeah, some members of parliament need be no. A cheer bribe a barefoot. TV. Delegate.
Say government the policy aba. And was say or for private entity ama wa ye ho adwuma.
Ama dey ho adwuma.
First taxes no our government dey ban no. Was say war for private entity aye ho adwuma. And na yes. Citizens they say there be ye wo entity a na ye responsible a mo budget tax and government say okay. That's how they are matching sign. Entity na NJJ. What is the problem again?
No, I'm not saying that is a problem. I mean, we'll see you put in our last word.
Okay.
And I made me sure I said my last word. I made me concerned about a bribe now. One more eco parliament, contestants to parliament. A big parliament. They paid bribe. So I said, but more importantly, delegates now and any Ghana anymore. Oh, magic bribe, Ghana, and I'm Ghana and Kufuado. It made me say IGPA, Dr. Dampare, you quite delegates the parliamentarians. I'm
the one who see the American say, the year Kanyina, Mama Yina, say, a Ghana ye dinty. The officer will come because of a personal interest. I forget it. May I keep telling people. Mami, even see a nyaswa ketua was asiswa. Uri abibebu ya time watching. So we should be careful with whatever.
That's it. Nana Kwejo J. Yabua, NPP National Communications Team member, Godwin Mahama, NDC National Communications Team member, Sylvester Sapon Soprano, CPP Director of Communications, and Benyufoya Darumane, Wiombe Boame, and Maiden Komotucheno, Ebremo. Sabrede Jumedian ya dia ba wie ye sori so anesa mo fa ncheme nyame ya domo a ya wada ye ba ye be bi telephone lines na atomo na monya kwanya na mo so mo de madwe nchira ba na ma me fa messages kakra e ba ye me fa ento aso na ansana ma sori so kra na wose mami soja ask the NDC man where did the president say he was misled in their merry deal. President Akufo-Addo is not greedy, so he won't take Ford bribe from any contractor and Namponsa Bediako and the way by OPK God soon as Ghanaians should not listen to NDC lies and propaganda as they did in 2008 to win power. And Alote Jacobs recently apologized to Kufuor, but when they came to power, they messed up the economy for 8 years, leading us to IMF. Good afternoon, madam. These NDC communicators are very irritating. Ghanaians should never give power to NDC again. And also Ediaba. Good afternoon, Mami Soja. Keep on doing the great show for Mother Ghana. Keep it up, Mami. Regards to Dr. Ameni Dankwa, Master P, London, and Wadiwe Efe Ebaye. Good afternoon. Okay, Makinkai and no Edada. Ankuma Foster. And was for a country to continue to develop and promote massive development in terms of infrastructure and roads. One aspect as a good citizen is that paying of your taxes. And on what BIAMAH, please ask Mahama at your studio that where is the $960 million loan for the construction of the Keta Sea Defense Wall and also the $800 million cocoa roads committed by Cocoa Board from 2013 to 2016 as the cocoa road from Kade through Takrasi to Odan of 30 kilometers is still not constructed, but the contractor has been paid. Mr. Tay Golf Estate Tema. And Ode Efre Ebaye. Monkaila Jonas and was saying a serious test of the MPP needs help to continue his accounting cause the party machinery should help him. Hey, good afternoon, Mame. I am shocked to hear praises being sung in honor of MPP under Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo being corruption free by the CPP man Yao Asane Tano and what the way by and was Mame Monkaila Jonas, a serious texter of the NPP needs help to continue his accounting cause the party machinery should help him. Yo, and me sure say make a party machinery no woman at a mistake at the way for woman dredge. Corruption has become very attractive and a social intervention under Nana Akufo-Addo, the mother serpent of all corruption, and on also Edway Yaba. In Shraba and Nelka, President Akufo-Addo is indeed a true and a visionary leader of our generation. On also Edianono. From Beche Mami BIAMAH, God bless you. Keep the good work for Mother Ghana. Regards to Mr. Sapon, way Eric Kwaku Bwedi, and the way a free Bechem. Mamimfa, way and sorry, so say I am Kwabena Freedom, also called Billy Who from Anyako. Ayo lady, good afternoon. We are begging the drivers not to take asra nor drink before driving. Asra, akpeteshi, tramo, ninyana drivers, yes, say munyai and nom, and the beya, monfayen kodichi. Brunye na sebe eduane edepa asedaka sia enkoma production crew Jordan Miaduma Jerry Osage my friend ma abankro nana yao safo Commander Roman Ombabo nseme nyina no eposashe ma no se me MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO BIAMZE 1 MAAME soja woman gada me metna se na mentoto niema nyame adom ebraso ama yes origumedie no so a me sorry Ola Michael eba beje akonwa enra mote yenka e wasamatan for galamsey activities a ekoso no yenya nwie ya fekra e na agrono ahyase nyame yadoma ya wada menembesan ehia makramo